Thank you. This is Comrade Fritz. I'm live for the Tchiroma declared lockdown in Cameroon. Across Cameroon today, you will see a bunch of protesters, bunch of lockdowners. Shops are closed, offices are closed across the whole of territory of Cameroon, and we are seeing this due to the order from Tchiroma, who ordered that the territory should be locked down. Okay, definitely. So we're gonna show some excerpts, some videos coming from all across Cameroon. People are sending videos all over the world. People are sending videos from different angles. What is happening in Cameroon? It's real. It's real, man. The Cameroonian people are really serious, and we're seeing that they are really doing a great job. Because the fact that they are respecting these days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's a great deal for them, right? I mean, it's something good. So I'm gonna go straight to show some excerpts from. Yeah, this is Douala. This is Bamenda. On Monday, the 3rd of November 2025. This is a town that's a very busy town. This is the main street of Bamenda. I'm talking at past 8 in the morning. I will see how empty the road is. You see all the shops, all the business centers, they are all closed. You wonder what is actually wrong. We realize that there's some deep malaise in the country, and like somebody will say, mon pays va mal. The normal affluence that characterizes this street, it is virtually empty. I don't know whether it's because of the 3-day ghost town, which has been called to express concern with a stolen victory, or it's what? I don't know. So we need to look at issues seriously to think of what we can do for this country. I'm taken aback by the reaction of the citizens of this country to have shown such great solidarity to what is going on. The thing that I was reading through the letter of the Archbishop of Douala, who says that you don't govern by force. You cannot be governing a people by force. You know how to impose a leadership that people have rejected on them. I don't know. But I feel sorry. I feel bad for my country. My country is not the way it has always been. Look at it. All the shops are closed. Everywhere. A few cars on the road. Yes. It's sad indeed. We pray for our beloved country. We pray for our beloved country.
Écoutez très bien notre frère camerounais. Il parle comme ça étant sur le sol français. Il vaut au moins 10 billes au Cameroun. Écoutez.
Par la flic, par les policiers. La France maintient encore le régime dictatorial de Biya en place. Et aussi longtemps que la France va maintenir ce régime dictatorial en place, nous, Camerounais de la diaspora, et nous, Camerounais de l'intérieur, nous allons nous en prendre aux intérêts français, surtout en Afrique et au Cameroun en particulier. Nous n'allons plus laisser Total imposer l'achat de l'État au Cameroun. Nous allons détruire tout ce qui appartient aux Français Nous n'avons aucun problème avec les citoyens français, mais nous avons un problème avec cette oligarchie qui tue, qui pille, qui accompagne le dictateur Biya au Cameroun. Si Biya est encore au Cameroun, c'est parce que Emmanuel Macron soutient Biya. Si Biya est encore au Cameroun, c'est parce que les multinationales françaises sont derrière Biya et soutiennent Biya. Nous lançons, nous Camerounais, un message aux Israéliens. Arrêtez d'armer le billes qui tue les Camerounais. Parce que nous n'allons plus vous laisser opérer au Cameroun comme vous voulez. Chers frères camerounais, Biya n'est pas fort. Biya n'est pas fort et s'il est encore là aujourd'hui, c'est parce que les multinationales françaises sont derrière lui. C'est parce qu'Emmanuel Macron ne veut pas lâcher la France-Afrique qui a foutu le camp en Afrique. Alors, policiers français, quand vous allez faire votre rapport aujourd'hui, dites à Emmanuel Macron que l'Afrique a marre de la France-Afrique et que le Cameroun a marre de son soutien incontesté à Biya. Nous, Camerounais, nous sommes prêts aujourd'hui à prendre notre pays en main. À mes frères camerounais au Cameroun, ne lâchez rien, car c'est la résistance qui va nous libérer. Ils veulent...
Écoutez très bien notre frère camerounais, il parle comme ça, étant sur le...
Ouverture des boutiques, du quartier. Bon, vous allez écouter. Donc, ils sont en train de demander au monde d'ouvrir les boutiques. Donc, la sécurité, il faut les attirer.
Regarde les jeunes, les bons français, tu peux pas rester à la maison. Ah!
Ouverture des boutiques, du quartier. Bon, vous allez écouter. Donc, ils sont en train de demander au monde d'ouvrir les boutiques. Donc, la sécurité, il faut les attirer.
Si vous voulez tirer sur moi, si vous me tuez, je suis un homme. Je suis un homme, tuez-moi. Tirez sur moi, vous me tuez. On n'a pas cherché de problème, vous avez fait ça. Oh, ce n'est pas du tout reçu. Vous parlez quoi? Est-ce qu'il va crier ou on crie? Non, est-ce que c'est
Ouverture des boutiques, du quartier. Bon, vous allez écouter. Donc, ils sont en train de demander au monde d'ouvrir les boutiques. Donc, la sécurité, il faut les attirer.
Si vous voulez tirer sur moi, si vous me tuez, je suis un homme. Je suis un homme, tuez-moi. Tirez sur moi, vous me tuez. On n'a pas cherché de problème, vous avez fait ça. Oh, ce n'est pas du tout reçu. Vous parlez quoi? Est-ce qu'il va crier ou on crie? Non, est-ce que c'est Bafoussam, Habata. Go.
Mes chers compatriotes camerounais, mes chers compatriotes du nord au sud, de l'est à l'ouest, sud-nord-ouest et au sud-ouest du Cameroun. Nous sommes un peuple unis par le sang et par nos ancêtres. La sueur de nos labeurs et l'esprit indomptable qui nous a portés à travers les tempêtes de l'histoire. Aujourd'hui, je m'adresse à vous, non pas en tant que qui que ce soit, mais en tant que frère, en tant qu'enfant de ce Cameroun sacré. Pour parler du fond de mon cœur, sur un moment qui appelle notre âme collective. Nous avons enduré tant de choses. Des divisions semées par les vents du colonialisme, des échos d'injustice qui murmurent encore à nos oreilles et des rêves reportés depuis trop longtemps.
Mais dans nos veines coule le feu de ceux qui ont lutté pour l'indépendance, qui ont rêvé d'un Cameroun où chaque voix est entendue, où chaque région prospère et où la souveraineté n'est pas seulement un mot, mais une réalité vivante. C'est ce feu qui illumine notre chemin vers l'avant. Non pas à travers le chaos, mais par une unité disciplinée, par une résolution pacifique qui est...
Yeah, we can see some messages coming from there. The lockdown message from different areas. We have seen lockdown all across Cameroon. It's very, very effective. And that's the power of lockdown, okay? Bringing down businesses. Lockdown has a huge effect on the economy of the people. And you will see that happening now because there's lockdown across Cameroon. And so we have a lot of messages. This is this one is coming from this bishop. He said that you don't conduct election to kill people. You don't rule with weapons. Cameroon needs change. This is coming from the archbishop in Yaoundé there, So people have, you see, this is ghost towns. Ghost town is not for Chiroma, it's for our change. We need this change for revolution. It's not a child's play. We are either in or out. Let's believe in change. This is coming from different, this is a ghost town. If there is ghost town for 3 days in Cameroon, the country will lose 280 billion CFA. With this rate, the country will not last for 6 months. It's true, right? Imagine how much money, just take Douala for example. The businesses in Douala, how much money they lost for just today for the fact that businesses are closed. Think of it. The fact that businesses are closed, every place is shut down. It's not an easy thing, right? Some people don't understand the effect of ghost town. The people of La Republic are not seeing the importance of ghost town today, right? But they have felt it. This means that the fact that they are using the same Amazonian method shows that they have seen the importance of ghost town, right? This is to tell you that for the 7 years they have felt the impact. Because one day of losing business in Bamenda, Kumba, Boya, Limbe, Kumbo, think of it. How much money has the government been losing for 7 years now? So they feel the impact. So imagine all 8 regions in Cameroon today are shut down for 3 days. If they do this every week, I hope that Tchiroma will not continue because this is the first 3 days. But if they do this like this 3 days, Cameroon will call for negotiation with yes, because it's terrible, right? Imagine how much money the government is lost because this is huge. Embassies are closed. Everything is closed. So if you talk lockdown, people are only thinking about the shops and boutiques. No, think of offices. Think of government businesses. Think of all the ministries. Think about that. This is terrible, right? Look at somebody sleeping on the road. You see, it's Yaoundé. What CR TV will not show you. This is CR TV. This is Yaoundé. This is Yaoundé. This is what CR TV will not show you, right? This is Buddha. This is Buddha. You see? Buddha, Yaoundé. You see? This is what I wanted you to understand. All these countries have not congratulated Paul Biya. Imagine, these are the countries of the world that congratulate each president that wins an election. But imagine all these countries have not sent anything to Paul Biya. Think of it. This is, you see, Switzerland, Germany, even, you see, look at France, it's at the top. No congratulations. This is just a disgrace, right? Because each president, when you win an election, the first message that each president sends to you is to send congratulations, Mr. President, for your re-election. Okay? France, USA, United Kingdom, Germany, Switzerland, all these top European countries, European Union, how many countries make European Union or Schengen countries? Almost 27 countries have not sent nothing. China, Russia, Turkey, India, all these countries, even neighboring Nigeria too is not even. You might think that Nigeria will even sorry Cameroon, no where. Nah, this is not good, man. That's not fair, right? It's not fair, man. That's not fair.
Prendre les fondations de l'indifférence. Les lundis 3, mardi 4 et mercredi 5 novembre 2025, nous sommes appelés à honorer.
Je vais vous filmer, vous. On va la tuer, petit frère. On va la tuer, petit frère. Allez comme ça, là. C'est le caoutchouc. C'est ça, la barre en caoutchouc. C'est la base. Marchez avec l'eau. C'est la base. C'est la base. C'est la base. Tire. Oui, tire. Ciao, famille. Tu souffres. Tu as la famille. Tu souffres. Pas ça pour tes enfants. Tu souffres. Tu souffres. Ce n'est pas l'arme que tu portes. Dans le bandit.
Le temple Ronnie.
Voilà, Bafoussam, tout est fermé. C'est comme si nous sommes dans les journées mortes. Tout est fermé à Bafoussam. Tout est fermé. Ah, le marché est fermé. Marché est fermé. Voilà, ah, le marché. Tout est fermé au marché. Oh, le Cameroun. Le Cameroun des grandes ambitions. Voilà la main en bas là-bas. Tout est fermé, tout est fermé. Alors le centre vide, tout est fermé. La route est brisée.
Voilà, des aquas ça commence déjà, sont malades. On a volé notre victoire, on ne peut pas laisser faire. Les mamans, les voilà en train de venir là-bas. On ne laisse pas. On va brûler tous ces pays. Des imbéciles comme ça, vos mamans.
Hey, c'est grave, Handé. Wallah, Handé, c'est grave. Hey, ça va. C'est grave, Handé, Handé. Handé, c'est grave, Handé, c'est grave. Wallah, Handé, c'est grave. Handé, c'est grave, Handé. Handé, c'est grave, Handé, c'est grave. Handé, c'est grave. À l'intérieur de l'aéroport, tout est calme et on peut apercevoir des gens qui voyagent.
De Yaoundé Garoua jusqu'aujourd'hui. Entre-temps, pendant donc que vous envoyez attraper le président Tchiroma, le président vous fait une sortie où il vous dit, il vous rappelle qu'il est le président de la République. Tchiroma, ce garçon, ouais, Seigneur, il n'y a pas un seul homme politique qui a défié Paul Biya comme Tchiroma est en train de le défier. Je dis qu'il n'y en a pas. Tchiroma ne passe pas par des expressions imagées pour dire que, pour faire des proverbes du village, pour essayer de faire que les gens commencent à imaginer ce qu'il veut dire, qu'il dit quelque chose sans le dire. Non. Tchiroma dit, je suis le président du Cameroun, légitimement et légalement. Et cela m'est conféré, 1, par l'adhésion populaire, 2, par l'article 113 du code électoral, que nous avons respecté scrupuleusement en publiant les résultats sortis des urnes. Adama, on peut faire ça. On peut faire ça. Ce n'est pas que non, il ne prend pas les proverbes pour dire qu'il a gagné. Pour après qu'on dise que non, il avait dit, voilà ce qu'il voulait dire. Il voulait dire que chacun commence à interpréter à sa façon. Non. Tchiroma ne vous donne pas le temps d'interpréter parce qu'il sait que vous n'avez pas le cerveau pour interpréter. Il n'a pas peur de se cacher. Qu'on dise que oui, ce n'est pas ce qu'il avait dit. Il voulait plutôt dire si. Non. Tchiroma n'est pas dans l'expression imagée. Il est là comme ça, pape. Il a dit, Moulinex avait dit que tant de dire que tu as gagné. Il a dit, qu'il est le président. Il ne vous demande pas, il est le président. C'est lui le président de la République. D'ailleurs, certains de vos confrères ministres, sont déjà allés le féliciter. Est-ce que vous l'ignorez? Vos confrères ministres sont déjà allés prêter allégeance. Et je vous dis donc, et je le dis depuis, qu'il y a des membres du gouvernement actuel qui seront dans le gouvernement Tchiroma. Vous ne comprenez pas ça, hein? Quand vous les voyez trembler là, ils ramassent les roues de camions partout. Oh, et puis le préfet marche de marcher à marcher. Regardez le préfet du Fundi. Un préfet qui insultait les gens. Un préfet qu'on avait dit que, attends, quand il disait qu'il suffit d'un petit sous-préfet pour régler le problème de Camto. Les mêmes préfets sont déjà en train de marcher partout pour dire que pardon, ne sortez pas, pardon, ne sortez pas, pardon. Allez, je vous montre le préfet du Fundi. Vous-même vous regardez. La panique de ça, la peur de ça, ils sont déjà dans chercher le mot. Ils ne savent même plus quoi faire. J'ai vu la vidéo là. Voilà, le voilà.
Bonsoir les gars, ramenez vos choses. Pas de désordre.
Le voilà.
Bonsoir les gars, ramenez vos choses. Pas de désordre. Bon, là on appelle, t'as compris? Voilà, bonne soirée.
Peu avant midi ce 21 octobre, de nombreux vidéos amateurs relayant un mouvement d'humeur au quartier Tinga dans l'arrondissement de Yaoundé 2e inondent les réseaux sociaux. La situation va être maîtrisée selon...
Il est parti demander aux gens que ne marchez pas, on veut la paix, on veut la paix. Le même jour, les gens étaient dehors pour marcher. Ils sont devenus les vrais témoins de Jéhovah. Ils marchent partout maintenant pour dire qu'on veut la paix, on veut la paix. Et vous savez pourquoi? C'est parce qu'eux-mêmes ils savent que c'est fini. Ils le savent. Le régime que vous voyez là est divisé d'une façon incroyable. Et ça, on le dit depuis. Lorsqu'on avait dit qu'il y avait les divisions au sein du RDPC, les gens nous ont dit que non, regardez-les, ils sont unis. Regardez-les, ils sont unis. Maintenant, Tchiroma est venu récupérer tous les mécontents. Tout ce qu'Atagaji frustrait, tout ce qu'Ngongo frustrait, Tchiroma les a récupérés. Et ils se sont opposés à l'arrestation de Tchiroma. Ils ont dit non, on ne l'arrête pas. C'est grave, le palais est divisé. Le palais de Paul Biya est divisé en deux Zang. Le palais de Paul Biya est divisé. Le gouvernement de Paul Biya est divisé. Tchiroma est venu prendre les mécontents du RDPC. Il a pris les ambazoniens, il a pris les fédéralistes, il a pris les combattants de la liberté. Il a réuni tout le monde, sans distinction de tribu, d'origine, ni de quoi que ce soit. Tchiroma a réuni tous les Camerounais pour une seule chose, chasser Ngongo. Tout le monde est d'accord qu'il faut chasser Ngongo. Je vais vous donner les noms des mécontents dans le régime de Paul Biya qui sont derrière Tchiroma. En tête de liste, René Sadi, ministre de la communication, quand Ngongo avait humilié René Sadi, suivi de John Gouté, le premier ministre le plus méprisé de toute l'histoire du Cameroun. Le premier ministre que personne ne consulte pour rien du tout. Le premier ministre qui est le premier des ministres, qui est devenu le valet de Ngongo. Le chiffon de Ngongo. En troisième rang, vous avez le ministre de la Défense, Betty Assomo. Quand Ngongo outrepasse pour nommer les généraux. Quand Ngongo outrepasse pour créer des missions, pour aller à... Bélange, quand tu fais encore un commentaire comme ça, je te bloque. Parce que l'information que je donne est disponible dans les réseaux sociaux. Si vous n'êtes pas informé, c'est votre problème. Tu fais encore un commentaire comme ça, je te bloque et tu vas aller voir ailleurs si j'y suis. Si vous êtes des peureux, des hommes sans couilles, c'est vous qui vous cachez sous votre lit. Dès qu'un policier passe en tenue, il vient ici, il ne fallait pas donner les noms. Les gens sont en train de lutter en Yaoundé, ça se sait de partout, c'est dans les réseaux sociaux. Et tu viens ici avec tes petits pieds palmipèdes de peureux, venir écrire ton sale commentaire. Attends, je te bloque même. J'ai pas besoin de peureux dans mon live. Des coules molles. Des poules mouillées. Allez, dégage. Espèce de poule mouillée. Ngombo bien, je te bloque aussi. Dégagez. Allez écrire ça ailleurs. Donc, j'étais en train de dire qu'il y a John Gouté, il y a Betty Assomo, il y a le ministre de la Communication, René Sadi, il y a Martin Bagangele qui a refusé que la police tire sur les manifestants. Et remarquez que la police, depuis, se comporte assez raisonnablement lors des marches. Aucun policier n'a commis un acte répréhensible envers les marcheurs. Écoutez bien, hein? Mbagangele, Betty Assomo, René Sadi, John Gouté. Voilà donc quelques-uns. Je ne parle même pas des généraux de l'armée. Parce qu'il y a des généraux. Et le président Tchiroma vous a dit ça. Il vous a dit qu'il y a des membres du gouvernement qui sont allés le féliciter. Et il y a des généraux de l'armée qui sont aussi allés le féliciter. Et donc lorsque hier soir, on vous dit qu'un général de l'armée a refusé d'aller tuer des Camerounais. Et que Ngongo a demandé donc au colonel Gouet de partir. Vous ne comprenez pas quoi? Le nom de ce général est dans la page de Zumanto. C'est pas Sandy qui le dit. Et que les palmipèdes peureux qui viennent ici écrivent que non, ne dis pas les noms. Non, ne dis pas les noms. Nous sommes à l'air du berceau. Nous ne sommes plus dans les affaires qu'on faisait en bas du lit là. On n'a pas peur ici. Celui qui a peur se cache dans son lit. Nous sommes dehors avec le président Tchiroma. Et on sera dehors dimanche. On sera dehors. Voilà, même Brenda Bia a avoué que Tchiroma a gagné. Même Brenda Bia l'a dit. Et les gens viennent ici dire que non, il ne faut pas dire, non, il ne faut pas prononcer les noms, il ne faut pas les exposer. Comme si vous êtes là-bas quand ils se disputent entre eux. Vous pensez que l'ordre d'aller arrêter Tchiroma s'est pris comme ça? Ils se sont réunis. Ils ont décidé qu'ils vont arrêter Tchiroma. Il y en a qui ont dit non. Et ce sont eux qui sont en train de dire que non. Donc si on dit les noms là, ceux qui étaient à la réunion ne connaissent pas les qui ont dit non là-bas. Il y en a parmi eux qui ont dit que jamais, on ne l'arrête pas. On ne l'arrête pas. C'est un secret de polichinelle. Le gouvernement est divisé comme Tobok. Abole yo, Tobok. Abari Bole, Tobok, c'est cassé, c'est divisé, c'est gâté. C'est gâté entre eux, les gars. C'est gâté. En ce moment, Ngongo est avec Atanganji, Ketchakoutes. Voilà leur clan, hein. Les clans des gens qui veulent tout brûler avant de partir. Ketchakoutes, Ngongo, Atanganji, Galax et Toga. Les voilà. Voilà les gens qui veulent brûler le Cameroun. Voilà les gens qui veulent brûler le Cameroun. Ngongo, Atanganji, Galax et Toga, Ketchakoutes. Tous les autres là, ils ne sont plus avec eux. Ils ne sont plus avec eux. Ils ont compris que c'est fini, c'est gâté. Toutes les missions internationales, toutes les chancelleries savent que c'est gâté. Tout le monde est en train de dire à Paul Biya de laisser. Vous pensez que le président Tchiroma est trop bête quand il dit qu'il a la victoire, il ne lâche pas? Il sait, il connaît les éléments qu'il a en sa possession. Le président Tchiroma est averti de tout ce qui se passe. Quand le président Tchiroma insiste, persiste et signe qu'il va prendre la tête de cet État parce qu'il le mérite, vous pensez qu'il parle au hasard? Vous pensez qu'il est suicidaire? Il n'est pas suicidaire. Et pour ceux qui ne savent pas lire la politique, sachez donc que Tchiroma est l'homme politique.
It's really hot in Cameroon today. You see the various activists are out there, you know. People are just sending in their various, you know. Imagine how much money Cameroon will lose in just today. You know, she made an estimate of if there is ghost town for 3 days, imagine 3 days, Cameroon will lose about 280 billion CFA. Imagine the amount of money that Cameroon is going to lose for just 3 days. Imagine, because for Ambazonia, they were not really serious. They say, oh, it's just like 2 cubes of sugar, right? So we cannot, if 8 regions can lose 280 billion, it means Ambazonia can lose just 40 billion because, you know, for that 3 days, you know. But imagine that it is a continuous thing, how much money they will be losing continuously every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Cameroon will just say, no, please. Let's stop this. Yes. Because it's sending a message. And don't forget, Tchiroma is going to be taking an oath of office on the seat the same day Biya is taking an oath. So what is going to happen? There will be 2 presidents. The first in history for Cameroon to have. They have been saying that that Ambazonia have 2 presidents and so on and so forth. That one is in prison, one is there, another person is out there. So they have been using that against the people of Ambazonia, that they don't know who to go and negotiate with. Now to Ambazonia too, we don't know who to go and negotiate with. If Biya want to come and negotiate, we'll ask him, how about Tchiroma? So now they will have 2 presidents because Tchiroma is going to take an oath of office while President Biya is going to take an oath of office. Who are you going to support then? The answer is yours. More videos are coming in. I can see more videos coming in. So we're going to be going through some of those videos so that you can see how the view mode is going on, man.
My heart is with a passion but love.
One in a world so wonderful, where love is pure and bright. My heart is filled with passion, but love feels like a fight. What a place we're living in, filled with shadows deep. Marco's love is shining, but it's a dream hard to keep. Chorus, oh, it's a cruel world where affection feels like crime. Eleanor's tears are falling, searching for a sign. Trust built on promises, crumbling in the night. In a wrong place for our hearts, can we find the light?
notre souveraineté. Nous exigeons une résolution honorable des blessures qui nous divisent. Imaginez, mesdames et messieurs, la puissance de ce silence. Le monde observant, tandis que les Camerounais, anglophones et francophones, se dressent comme un seul homme, prouvant que notre force réside non dans la division, mais dans notre humanité partagée. Pensez aux mères qui ont perdu des fils, aux pères qui aspirent à la paix pour leurs filles, aux jeunes dont l'avenir est en suspens. Pour eux, nous devons nous élever au-dessus de la peur et embrasser solennellement. Laissez votre cœur se gonfler de fierté en participant. Sachez que chaque route vide est un pas vers la guérison. Chaque heure silencieuse, une brique dans le mur de la justice. C'est notre Cameroun, vibrant, résilient, incassable. En respectant ces villes mortes, nous honorons notre passé, protégeons notre présent et forgeons un avenir où la souveraineté est notre droit de naissance et non une bataille. Mes frères et sœurs, chers compatriotes, transformons cette ville morte en un phare d'espoir. Laissez notre unité inspirer les générations futures. Ensemble, nous émergerons plus forts, la tête haute, atteignant un résultat honorable qui résonne à travers l'éternité. Cameroun, lève-toi pour la souveraineté, pour la paix, pour nous tous. Merci, mesdames et messieurs. Que le Dieu Tout-Puissant bénisse notre bien-aimé Cameroun. Respectons les vies mortes. Respectons le constat. Restons chez nous. Restons chez nous le lundi 3. Restons chez nous le mardi 4. Restons chez nous le mercredi 5 novembre 2025. Pour la paix, pour l'activité, pour la souveraineté. Il faut que le message soit clair. À bientôt.
Et là, vous filmez, vous. Allez comme ça là. C'est le caoutchouc. C'est ça la barre à caoutchouc. Ciao famille.
Tu souffres. Tu as la famille, tu souffres. Reste pour tes enfants. Tu souffres. Tu souffres. Ce n'est pas l'arme que tu portes. Pendant le politique.
Le temple rône.
Voilà, tout est fermé. C'est comme si nous sommes dans les journées mortes. Tout est fermé à Bafoussam. Tout est fermé. Voilà le marché. Marché est fermé. Marché est fermé. Voilà le marché. Tout est fermé au marché. Oh, le Cameroun. Le Cameroun des grandes ambitions. Voilà la mer en bas là-bas. Tout est fermé, tout est fermé. Alors le centre-ville, tout est fermé. La route est brisée.
Voilà, des accords, ça commence déjà, sont malades. On a volé notre victoire, on ne peut pas laisser faire. Les mamans, on les voit là en train de venir là-bas. On ne laisse pas, on va brûler tous ces pays. Des imbéciles comme ça, vos mamans.
Hey, c'est grave, Andé. Wallah, Andé, c'est grave. Hey, ça va. C'est grave, Andé, Andé, c'est grave, Andé, c'est grave. Wallah, Andé, c'est grave. Andé, c'est grave, Andé, c'est grave, Andé, c'est grave. Andé, c'est grave.
À l'intérieur de l'aéroport, tout est calme et on peut apercevoir les gens qui voyagent.
De Yaoundé Garoua jusqu'aujourd'hui. Entre-temps, pendant que vous envoyez attraper le président Tchiroma, le président vous fait une sortie où il vous dit, il vous rappelle qu'il est le président de la République. Tchiroma, ce garçon, ouais, Seigneur, il n'y a pas un seul homme politique qui a défié Paul Biya comme Tchiroma est en train de le défier. Je dis qu'il n'y en a pas. Tchiroma ne passe pas par des expressions imagées pour dire que vous faites des proverbes du village, pour essayer de faire que les gens commencent à imaginer ce qu'il veut dire, qu'il dit quelque chose sans le dire. Non, Tchiroma dit, je suis le président du Cameroun, légitimement et légalement. Et cela m'est conféré, 1, par l'adhésion populaire, 2, par l'article 113 du code électoral, que nous avons respecté scrupuleusement en publiant les résultats sortis des urnes. Adama, on peut faire ça. On peut faire ça. Ce n'est pas que non, il ne prend pas les proverbes pour dire qu'il a gagné. Pour après qu'on dise que non, il avait dit, voilà ce qu'il voulait dire. Il voulait dire que chacun commence à interpréter à sa façon. Non. Tchiroma ne vous donne pas le temps d'interpréter parce qu'il sait que vous n'avez pas le cerveau pour interpréter. Il n'a pas peur de se cacher. Qu'on dise que lui, ce n'est pas ce qu'il avait dit. Il voulait plutôt dire si. Non. Tchiroma n'est pas dans l'expression imagée. Il est là comme ça, pape. Il a dit. Vous lui laissez avec que tant de Douala. Quand Bafou ça me dérange, on prend celui de Douala, on envoie. Donc si nous, on perce les roues des trois là, c'est terminé, il n'y aura plus de Mami Wata. Si on perce les roues des trois, il n'y aura plus de Mami Wata. Donc le président nous a donné rendez-vous dimanche à partir de 15h. C'est le rendez-vous de notre vie. Que chaque Camerounais n'envoie pas son enfant à l'école lundi. Que chaque Camerounais, le Mami Wata en termes camerounais, c'est les véhicules anti-émeutes qui jettent de l'eau. Que chaque parent n'envoie pas son enfant à l'école lundi. N'envoyez pas vos enfants à l'école lundi. Parce que quand vous sortez dimanche pour la marche pacifique, je répète, le président dit marche pacifique, avec les drapeaux et les pancartes. Vous avez vu les gens du RDPC marcher aujourd'hui. Qui avait la police? Est-ce que vous avez vu la police à la marche du RDPC? Vous avez vu le Mami Wata à la marche du RDPC? Vous avez vu la gendarmerie là-bas? Pourquoi ils viennent ici écrire, oui, tu envoies les enfants des autres à laisser faire tuer et que toi-même tu es en Europe? Quand les gens du RDPC marchent, pourquoi ne les tuent pas? Pourquoi c'est quand l'opposition marche que ça devient une question de vie ou de mort? Mais nous leur rappelons Nous leur rappelons qu'il n'y aura pas de mort. Martin Bagangele, le père de la police, a demandé à la police d'encadrer les marcheurs. L'armée a dit qu'elle ne se mêle pas des problèmes d'élection. L'armée n'est pas dedans. Il n'y a que la gendarmerie. Et donc, que Atangandji ne profite pas pour envoyer ses mercenaires qui ont tué Zouaïra en civil. Que Atangandji qui envoie ses mercenaires en civil pour tirer sur les marcheurs. Il n'y aura pas de casse, il n'y aura pas de désordre. Il n'y aura rien. Parce que vos propres collègues ont dit qu'ils en ont marre, ils ne veulent plus de vous. La police et l'armée sont avec le peuple. La police et l'armée, vous avez vu, en Yaoundé, la police était avec le peuple. On a tiré sur qui? On a arrêté qui? Personne. Ils ont marché avec le peuple. L'armée a marché avec le peuple à Garoua. C'est la gendarmerie de Galaxy Toga. Et donc, ceci étant dit, en préparation à la marche, pacifique, protection contre le gaz lacrymogène, imbibez un mouchoir dans l'eau ou dans du vinaigre et attachez sur votre nez et votre bouche. Même si c'est le masque Covid, trempé dans un peu d'eau ou un peu de vinaigre, préférablement le vinaigre, mettez sur votre nez. Avant de mettre sur le nez, mettez de la graisse, soit de l'huile, du manyanga, de la vaseline sur votre nez. Mettez du Coca-Cola dans une poche, dans une petite bouteille, une poche.
See, the cities are ghosted. The cities are ghosted. See the towns. Look at somebody sleeping right inside the middle of the road. Tell me, if cars were moving, then can that man sleep in front of it? And these are the camion drivers. These are the camion drivers that they had to bribe to go and you see, they went and gave camion drivers 10,000 to go and those are the camion drivers now. That they gave 10,000 to go and be to go and be driving their camion. When one part of the economy is down, the other parts are down. It's just like the body. When you have pain in one part of your body, it's hard for you to do anything, right? If something like boil come out, boil Wicklow. Have you had Wicklow before? This ghost town is like Wicklow. When Wicklow hold you, your whole body didn't move. So when one part has Wicklow, so Ambazonia had been like a Wicklow to Cameroon as a whole. But they pretended that no, nothing is happening there. And they thought that they could solve the problem. Now Wicklow now is catching other parts of the country now. When you get Wicklow for your finger, treat them well. They like you get gout. If you get gout, treat them well, it will come off other part. Gout will come off your toe today. Now how many years is we gout be there for Ambazonia? Now the gout don't go down for their toe. It come off from one part of your body to another. Now so gout day. So now they feel the same gout, the same pain we did for gout, we will be feeling for Ambazonia. Now they feel it now. May they test small V-mort. Wait to be V-mort. May they test and today may they see how our people don't suffer. Yes. We don't tell them long time, say may they solve the Ambazonian problem. Because if they leave them, it can escalate. Then now they don't can get another their emperor now. And there's a possibility that we are gonna be shutting our borders. There's a possibility because we will not be opening borders like, we are just gonna ask all our boys to just shut the borders. because we are done with anything going with La Republique, because now they will have a civil war there, and the civil war will not be easy. Our own is not a civil war, it's a liberation war. So we don't have problem among ourselves. We don't have problem among Ambazonians to live together, right? They have the civil war. It's not liberation war they have now. Because the Hausa want to take power, the Bamleke want to take power, the Kang Beti Ebolo want to keep power. Douala Bassa, they say they have been for a long time, they don't have any president. You see, they remove Andre Marimbida with the other guys. That Andre Marimbida is the one that handed power to Aijo. You see, Aijo handed power to Bia. Now it's time now for Bia to hand power back to the Northeast. Then they can't be saying Gangang. Now the Northeast will say, okay, our brother gave you power. Aijo gave Pobia power. Friendly. Bia was like Ngongo to Aijo. So Aijo was not tribalistic. He never took a Northeast and put Secretary General at the presidency. The Bia would take the Kang Bolo Beti people, Kang Bolo Beti people, Kang Bolo. It makes most of the major positions. You put the Kang Bolo Beti there. Aijo's cabinet was not like that. If you check on Aijo's cabinet, you will see not this. I'm not even many in the Aijo cabinet back then. You see, the guy never thought of tribalistic things. He will appoint based off merit, you know. And that is why the government was so different, you know. Yes, he was a dictator too, no doubt, but he was fixing the country. Cameroon was very, very well developed back then. No matter what was happening, but it was well developed. But at the end of the day, Cameroon, the same problem that happened when Mbida. Don't forget, when we joined these people in 1960, these people were at war. Remember the war that they had against the Bamleke, the UPC? Yes. So we were quiet in our area. This same scenario happened in 1960. And when we joined them in 1960, they were trying to fix their problem, their political problem. The UPC people, they won the election and they refused to give them. France came in and arranged and handed it to the Northeast as Aijo. But what happened? The French people had to massacre a lot of these UPC people, tame the Makiza. That's when most of the Bamleke people had to flee and come to southern Cameroon. So this is not the first time they have an issue and they are flying to come to southern Cameroon to come and take refuge. So it's the same scenario. And back then, they had to pay some money because we had that border card. They call it border card because we do not want most of these Makizas to come to southern Cameroon back then. Because they call them the Bamlekede and the UPC members were being threatened and so on and so forth. Same thing that is happening now. That the government, they are trying to chase MRC members and the FSNNC of Chiroma. So it's the same phenomenon. History is just repeating itself. Okay. But it's high time we close our borders again, because we will not allow the population to come and overtake our land, that they want to come and that they are running from war. Then at the end of the day, it come and be something that you are fighting for to get your land back, because our people are very generous. Our people are very generous. Most of the land, the governor of Southwest has so many land that he has been given to his people. Yes. But there will be time when we will start talking about land grabbing issues. Because one person cannot come and have more than... It's the same thing happened even in South Africa now. What is the South African government doing now? They are grabbing land from the white people and handing back to the black people. One white man cannot have more than how many land? You people came as colonizers. You come and take our lands, distribute to your brothers, right? It's the same thing. But this one is called black on black colonization. That back then was a white on black. Now it's a black on black. Yes. Once the government of Southern Cameroon take over power, there will be what we call land allocation. There will be certain time that they will say, if you had this land from 2018, if you had land from 2018 when the war started, or 2016 when the war started, you have to start proving land ownership. Because people came when the war was there, they come and be buying land. This is their land and survey is Atangana. Person who is Dio Atangana, Governor Atangana. That's how they did. So that it will just pass from Dio, and at the end of the day, the land is sold to them. And our people are there, they don't have lands. You know, that's what we call land grabbing. And we have heard a lot of complaints from our region there. So there'll be time. We will not tolerate that kind of thing, because you are taking advantage of us. How can you go to Yaoundé and own a land like that so easily? It's not easy to own a land in certain places there. It's not easy. I've seen where people buy land, even they pay money and they come and take that land from them. In Yaoundé, Douala, they'll double sell. So it's very risky to even buy land in those areas, because you don't know how trusted they are. You know, the landlord just want to get the money from you, and the next day you come, there's another person there. You see, that's what they're doing to our people. They are selling for many people, and you start fighting among yourself. You know. Yeah. So it's just funny. Yeah. 11. So the ghost town is going on, and people are still doing their things, man.
Yeah, this is Douala. This is Bonaberi. On Monday, the 3rd of November 2025. This is a town that's a very busy town. This is the main street of Bonaberi. I'm talking at past 8 in the morning. I will see how empty the road is. You see all the shops, all the business centers, they are all closed. You wonder what is actually wrong. We realize that there's some deep malaise in the country, and like somebody will say, mon pays va mal. The normal affluence that characterizes this street, it is virtually empty. I don't know whether it's because of the 3-day ghost town, which has been called to express concern with a stolen victory, or it's what? I don't know. So we need to look at issues seriously to think of what we can do for this country. I'm taken aback by the reaction of the citizens of this country to have shown such great solidarity to what is going on. To think that I was reading through the letter of the Archbishop of Douala, who says that you don't govern by force. You cannot be governing a people by force. You know how to impose a leadership that people have rejected on them. I don't know. But I feel sorry. I feel bad for my country. My country is not the way it has always been. Look at all the shops are closed. Everywhere. A few cars on the road. Yes. It's sad indeed. We pray for our beloved country. We pray for our beloved country.
Écoutez très bien notre frère camerounais, il parle comme ça étant sur le sol français. Il vaut au moins 10 billes au Cameroun. Écoutez.
Attaqué par la flic, par les policiers. La France maintient encore le régime dictatorial de Biya en place. Et aussi longtemps que la France va maintenir ce régime dictatorial en place, nous, Camerounais de la diaspora, et nous, Camerounais de l'intérieur, nous allons nous en prendre aux intérêts français, surtout en Afrique, et au Cameroun en particulier. Nous n'allons plus laisser total imposer l'achat de l'État au Cameroun. Nous allons détruire tout ce qui appartient aux Français au Cameroun. Je dis ici que nous n'avons aucun problème avec le peuple français. Nous n'avons aucun problème avec les citoyens français. Mais nous avons un problème avec cette oligarchie qui tue, qui pille, qui accompagne le dictateur Biya au Cameroun. Si Biya est encore au Cameroun, c'est parce que Emmanuel Macron soutient Biya. Si Biya est encore au Cameroun, c'est parce que les multinationales françaises sont derrière Biya et soutiennent Biya. Nous lançons, nous Camerounais, un message aux Israéliens. Arrêtez d'armer le billes qui tue les Camerounais. Parce que nous n'allons plus vous laisser opérer au Cameroun comme vous voulez. Chers frères camerounais, Biya n'est pas fort. Biya n'est pas fort et s'il est encore là aujourd'hui, c'est parce que les multinationales françaises sont derrière lui. C'est parce qu'Emmanuel Macron ne veut pas lâcher la France-Afrique qui a foutu le camp en Afrique. Alors, policiers français, quand vous allez faire votre rapport aujourd'hui, dites à Emmanuel Macron que l'Afrique a marre de la France-Afrique et que le Cameroun a marre de son soutien incontesté à Biya. Nous, Camerounais, nous sommes prêts aujourd'hui à prendre notre pays en main. À mes frères camerounais au Cameroun, ne lâchez rien, car c'est la résistance qui va nous libérer. Ils veulent nous avoir à l'usure, mais ils ne nous auront pas.
Ça c'est un vrai Camerounais. Regardez, il parle comme ça étant sur le sol français. Donc, le gars a pris tout son courage à main. Gars, tu es fort. Moi-même, tu as le cœur là, je ne peux pas. Gars, chapeau, tu es bon. Le gars, il mérite toutes les acclamations. Il mérite tous les cœurs de Facebook. Oui, c'est toi qui... Tu connais tout. Tu connais. Si seulement tous les Camerounais avaient son courage là, gars, c'est qu'on est loin. C'est qu'on est loin. Écoutez très bien notre frère Camerounais. Il parle comme ça étant sur le sol français. il vaut au moins 10 billes au Cameroun. Écoutez.
Attaqué par les flics, par les policiers. La France maintient encore le régime dictatorial de Biya en place. Et aussi longtemps que la France va maintenir ce régime.
How do you feel that he is not the winner of the October 12th election?
Well, maybe let me just take you a little bit back. Well, yes, I endorse Issa Tchiroma. It was a process. I'd met Issa Tchiroma twice before endorsing him. I met him twice. Then I traveled. I sent him a letter in which I articulated, it was more of a private letter, certain things that if he assures me that he could do it for my people in this sense is the people of the Southwest and Northwest region, if he could do these things to them, I would endorse him and I would join him on the campaign trail. And I informed him that I'd never endorse anybody. And I made sure, and I said clearly in my letter to him, that this is not about my personal gain. It's about the people that I feel that I represent, that I speak on behalf of them. That's what I assured him. To me, he was the people's choice. He was the candidate of the coalition. And when I talk about a coalition, I'm not talking necessarily about a coalition of political parties. In an interview that I'd given somewhere, I'd said that when the political leaders, if they fail to come together, the people and the civil society should come together and decide and determine their candidate. And that is what happened. So he was a coalition candidate of the people of Cameroon. And that's something which is important. So we did the campaign respecting the laws to the best of our abilities. And from the information that we got, Mr. Tchiroma is supposed to have won the elections. And what was logical was that the Constitutional Council would respect Elecam first. And subsequently, the Constitutional Council would respect the wishes and aspirations of the people who voted for Mr. Tchiroma. Unfortunately, yesterday, the Constitutional Council, which is a body that was created by Mr. Biya, handpicked members of the council tailor-made to satisfy his whims and caprices, to play to his biddings, did the obvious in the eyes of those who appointed him as the winner of the election. It's unfortunate because it was a sad day, a bitter day for this country, for the progress that the gains that we have made as a country in terms of democracy and, openness. We took steps behind because of the fact that the wishes of the people wasn't respected by Elecam and the Constitutional Council.
Like you said, it was really a sad day. We saw thousands of Cameroonians really in despair yesterday after the Constitutional Council proclaimed the President Paul Biya as winner. Barrister, I just wanted to find out from you, following up that discussion, because you said that when you reached out to Issa Tchiroma Bakary, the people of the Northwest and the Southwest regions were your main goal, they were your objective, they were the regions, people in these regions were the reason why you decided to endorse Issa Tchiroma, because you believed that he is the man of the moment and that he could do something to end the conflict that started in 2016. Looking at the results in these regions that favored President Paul Biya, more than 80% in the Northwest, more than 60% in the Southwest. How do you seeing that? Because we've seen a lot of condemnations from people from these regions.
Maybe it was a farce. It's the biggest scam that has happened in this century. In the history of electioneering, racketeering, and theft, this would go down as the biggest in the history of humankind. If you were to equate these to the gravity of crimes, this would morph to a level of electoral genocide. That is the level. It is a crime against a people with an intent to show to the world that people who for the last 8 years have been displaced from their homes, have been arbitrarily arrested and detained. Some have been named. Their villages have been burned. They have not been able to go to school. Their brothers and sisters are refugees. They would vote for the perpetrator of these heinous crimes against their people. This is the worst crime that I have seen in this country for a long time. It is embarrassing. It is disgusting. And I will tell you that the people who are part of this widespread and systematic election theft, they have lost any respect I have for them in my eyes. Whether you call them honorable, whether you call them chiefs, whether you call them senators, they are as midgetal in my eyes like anything. They don't need any respect in the eyes of anybody. You cannot tell me, it is unfathomable that you will tell me that in the Southwest and the Northwest, Mr. Biya had the scores that he had. In places where the elections could not be rigged, in Fako, for example, he was clearly defeated. You know, they came up with imaginary votes. And this is something that was spearheaded by the honorable members, senators, ministers. These are people who teach their kids that stealing, lies telling, fraud should be punishable.
How do you feel that he is not the winner of the October 12th election?
Well, maybe let me just take you a little bit back. Well, yes, I endorse Issa Tchiroma. It was a process. I'd met Issa Tchiroma twice before endorsing him. I met him twice. Then I traveled. I sent him a letter in which I articulated, it was more of a private letter, certain things that if he assures me that he could do it for my people in this sense is the people of the Southwest and Northwest region, if he could do these things to them, I would endorse him and I would join him on the campaign trail. And I informed him that I'd never endorsed anybody. And I made sure, and I said clearly in my letter to him, that this is not about my personal gain. It's about the people that I feel.
Regarde les jeunes bons français, tu peux pas rester à la maison. Ah!
Ouverture des boutiques du quartier. Bon, vous allez écouter. Donc, ils sont en train de demander au monde d'ouvrir les boutiques. Donc, la sécurité, il faut les attirer.
Si vous voulez tirer sur moi, si vous me tuez, je suis un homme. Je suis un homme, tuez-moi. Tirez sur moi, vous me tuez. On n'a pas cherché de problème, vous avez fait ça. Oh, ce n'est pas du côté si bas. Vous parlez quoi? Est-ce qu'il va crier ou on crie? Non, est-ce que c'est
ouverture des boutiques du quartier. Bon, vous allez écouter. Donc, ils sont en train de demander au monde d'ouvrir les boutiques. Donc, la sécurité, il faut les attirer.
Si vous voulez tirer sur moi, si vous me tuez, je suis un homme. Je suis un homme, tuez-moi. Tirez sur moi, vous me tuez. On n'a pas cherché de problème, vous avez fait ça. Oh, ce n'est pas du côté si bas. Vous parlez quoi? Est-ce qu'il va crier ou on crie? Non, est-ce que c'est
Bafoussam, Habata. Go.
Mes chers compatriotes camerounais, mes chers compatriotes du nord au sud, de l'est à l'ouest, sud-nord-ouest et au sud-ouest du Cameroun. Nous sommes un peuple unis par le sang et par nos ancêtres. La sueur de nos labeurs et l'esprit indomptable, nous honorons notre passé. protégeons notre présent et forgeons un avenir où la souveraineté est notre droit de naissance et non une bataille. Mes frères et sœurs, chers compatriotes, transformons cette ville morte en un phare d'espoir. Laissez notre unité inspirer les générations futures. Ensemble, nous émergerons plus forts, la tête haute, atteignant un résultat honorable qui résonne à travers l'éternité. Cameroun, lève-toi pour la souveraineté, pour la paix, pour nous tous. Merci, mesdames et messieurs, et que le Dieu Tout-Puissant bénisse notre bien-aimé Cameroun. Respectons les villes mortes. Respectons l'Augustin. Restons chez nous. Restons chez nous le lundi 3. Restons chez nous le mardi 4. Restons chez nous le mercredi 5 novembre 2025 pour la paix, pour la dignité, pour la souveraineté. Il faut que le message soit clair. À bientôt.
Je vais vous filmer, vous. On va la tuer, petit frère. On va la tuer, petit frère. Allez comme ça, là. C'est le caoutchouc. Ce sont les barres en caoutchouc. Marchez avec l'eau, c'est le gaz. C'est le gaz. Le gaz, tire. Oui, tire. Tu as une famille, tu souffres. Tu as une famille, tu souffres. Pas ça pour tes enfants. Tu souffres. Tu souffres. Ce n'est pas l'âme que tu portes. Dans le bandit.
Le temple Ronnie.
Voilà, ça, tout est fermé. C'est comme si nous sommes dans les journées mortes. Tout est fermé à Bafoussam. Tout est fermé. Ah, le marché est fermé. Marché est fermé. Voilà, ah, le marché. Tout est fermé au marché. Oh, le Cameroun. Le Cameroun des grandes ambitions. Voilà la main en bas là-bas. Tout est fermé, tout est fermé. Alors le centre-ville, tout est fermé. La route est brisée.
Voilà, tes aquas ça commande, sont malades. On a volé notre victoire, on ne peut pas laisser perdre.
Choisis les chemins les plus sombres pour envoyer celui qu'on appelle le bon diable. Issa Tchiroma Bakary. Le bon diable s'est levé. Pour le peuple il veut parler. Après tant d'années de chaîne, Cameroun veut respirer. Le bon diable s'est levé. Pour le peuple il veut parler. Après tant d'années de chaîne, Cameroun veut respirer. Issa Tchiroma, dis-leur la vérité. Même les anges t'ont pardonné. Quand le lion dort, c'est le peuple qui rugit. Le vent du changement va souffler ici. 43 ans, on a trop attendu. Les promesses volées, mais le pain s'est vendu. Les jeunes s'envoient, les vieux fatigués. Les rêves du pays sont enchaînés. T'étais dans l'ombre, tu connais la salle, le secret du trône. Les deals, les balles, mais t'as choisi la lumière. Malgré le mal, et le peuple t'appelle le bon diable. Ils t'ont dit traître, nous on dit sage. T'as brisé les chaînes, t'as tourné la page. Maintenant faut parler, faut déranger. Car le silence, frère, c'est un danger. Le bon diable s'est levé. Pour le peuple, il veut parler. Après tant d'années de chaîne, Cameroun veut respirer. Le bon diable s'est levé. Pour le peuple il veut parler. Après tant d'années de chaîne, Cameroun veut respirer. Ils disaient tous personne ne peut bouger. Mais regarde le peuple commence à chanter. Dans les rues les visages ont changé. On voit la lumière malgré les dangers. Le trône tremble, la foule s'enflamme. L'espoir naît dans chaque âme. Tu parles vrai même si ça dérange. Tu portes nos douleurs, nos louanges. Ce n'est pas une guerre, c'est une prière. C'est le cri d'un peuple à bout de terre. Les enfants veulent des livres, pas des larmes. Les mamans veulent du pain, pas des armes. Le temps n'attend plus, le peuple non plus. Le changement ce n'est pas une couleur, c'est une douleur qu'on transforme en valeur. Issa.
Si vous voulez tirer sur moi, si vous me tuez, je suis un homme. Je suis un homme, tuez-moi. Tirez sur moi, vous me tuez. On n'a pas cherché de problème, vous avez fait ça.
Oh, ce n'est pas du tout ici. Est-ce qu'il va crier ou on crie? Est-ce que c'est
Ouverture des boutiques du quartier. Bon, vous allez écouter. Donc, ils sont en train de demander au monde d'ouvrir les boutiques. Donc, la sécurité, il faut les attirer.
Si vous voulez tirer sur moi, si vous me tuez, je suis un homme. Je suis un homme, tuez-moi. Tirez sur moi, vous me tuez. On n'a pas cherché de problème, vous avez fait ça.
Oh, ce n'est pas du tout ici. Est-ce qu'il va crier ou on crie? Est-ce que c'est
Bafoussam, Habata. Go.
Mes chers compatriotes camerounais, mes chers compatriotes du nord au sud, de l'est à l'ouest, sud-nord-ouest et au sud-ouest du Cameroun. Nous
This is showing that the activists are working behind the scene. The activists are working behind the scene. They say, so today's Zuimanto is showing the ghost town in some areas in Douala, while Bruno Bijang and Stifa are showing busy. That country, no. That was a ghost town now. Now different that means not different put the show ghost town. One activist, those supporting Tchiroma and those supporting Bia, you know, they are showing different things. Why Zuimanto is a very staunch activist that supports Tchiroma. He supports that Tchiroma win the election. Then why Bruno Bijang and these other guys, Tifa, are staunch CPGM supporters who have been paid. These are paid activists. There are some of them that have been paid that they want to discourage the ghost town. All right. So what they are showing is opposite of what is happening. They don't show what is happening. They will show, maybe they can show image of maybe last week even. They will just show some image of last week. That is not real the image of today. Because this is image that they sent to me that I'm showing you from Douala, live, coming from Douala. This has nothing to do with whether you are supporting somebody. No, these are image coming, and the place is, This is dry. You cannot say, look at Yaoundé. That's Yaoundé. Yaoundé this morning. This is not something that this Babaju this morning. Mbuda. This is Mbuda. Mbuda. So why are they coming to lie about images where everything is there? You know, people see them. This is Buddha. Nothing is moving. This is Buddha today. It's ghosted, right? That's to tell you that Cameroon, all the 8 provinces are, even you want to say that something, you know, this is Western province. This is Western province. It's ghosted. You have seen Center province, ghosted. Then, so for the other northern provinces, don't even talk about them because, of course, they'll be ghosted for Tchiroma. They'll be ghosted for Tchiroma. That's it. They'll be ghosted. There's no way you can say that they will not be ghosted, right? Yes, all the northern provinces. These are most of them. See, this is West Province. Buddha again. Yaoundé Buddha. Okay, our flyer.
Si t'es sincère, le ciel marchera avec toi. Et même ceux qui doutaient hier danseront demain sous ta voix. Le bon diable s'est levé, pour le peuple il veut parler. Après tant d'années de chaîne, Cameroun veut respirer. Le bon diable s'est levé, pour le peuple il veut parler. Après tant d'années de chaîne, Cameroun veut respirer. Après tant d'années de chaîne, Cameroun veut respirer. Le bon diable s'est levé, pour le peuple il veut parler. Après tant d'années de chaîne, Cameroun veut respirer.
Le bon diable n'est plus dans le feu, il marche parmi les siens. Et dans chaque cœur du Cameroun résonne le mot liberté.
Bonsoir chers tous, je suis le révolutionnaire, ancien militaire de la garde présidentielle et de l'armée de l'air. J'ai un message à adresser à mes anciens collègues et j'aimerais que vous partagiez cette vidéo en sorte que ça arrive dans leurs oreilles, qu'ils puissent écouter ça de leur position géographique. Mes chers frères et dames, mes chers compatriotes, je vous parle aujourd'hui non pas comme un politicien ni un chef, mais comme un ancien soldat, comme un homme qui a porté l'uniforme, qui a connu le terrain, la fatigue, le froid, le feu, la fierté du drapeau. Je sais ce qu'est d'obéir, je sais ce qu'est d'aimer son pays, au point d'être prêt à donner sa vie pour lui. Mais j'ai aussi appris quelque chose d'essentiel. Un vrai soldat ne sert pas un homme, il sert la nation. Nous venons tous du peuple. C'est lui qui nous a vus partir sur les couleurs du drapeau. C'est lui qui nous nourrit, qui prie pour nous, et qui a placé en nous sa confiance pour lui protéger. Sans le peuple, il n'y a ni armée ni république. Aujourd'hui, mon cœur est sain pour notre pays. Le Cameroun vient de traverser une élection où la voix du peuple semble une fois de plus étouffée par la fraude, par la peur, la manipulation. Mais aucun pouvoir ne peut étouffer éternellement le peuple, la vérité. Mes frères, dames, je vous dis de toute humilité, votre loyauté ne doit pas appartenir à un individu, mais à la patrie, au peuple, la vérité. Quand la force devient un instrument d'oppression, le serment du soldat est trahi. Mais quand elle défend la justice, protège les faibles, elle devient une force noble et respectée. Je ne suis plus des rangs, mais mon âme reste celle d'un soldat. Et c'est au nom de cette fraternité que je vous appelle. Ne laissez jamais qu'on vous utilise contre votre peuple. Car un militaire qui se tient du côté du peuple est un héros. Mais un militaire qui retourne son âme contre son peuple devient un traître de la nation. Le pouvoir passe, les hommes passent, mais le peuple, lui, demeure. Et c'est le peuple qui écrit l'histoire, pas ceux qui cherchent à la voler. Restons du côté de la vérité. Restons du côté du peuple. Et ensemble, protégeons le Cameroun. Vive la République. Vive le Cameroun. Et les honneurs à nos forces d'armée fidèles.
Wow. You just heard from a former military who is now abroad, right? He's in the diaspora, but he really sent a message to the military. You know, the Cameroon military have been fractured. We know that they are divided now because they are in two camps. There are some military who are supporting Tchiroma. There are other military who are supporting Biya. So they are in confusion now. His message is just telling them how if you are a military, you don't have to support injustice. Support justice. Okay? That they should not allow themselves to be dragged into a war that is not theirs. Right? That if you support the people, you support justice, you become a hero. He's just sending a message to the military. And he has been living abroad, right? He's seen how disciplined the military are. And the military in America are very disciplined. And I've been in America for how many years? I've not seen the military like walking in the streets like that. They will stay in their camps. They will go for their mission and come back to their camps. But in Cameroon, they use the military for little protests when that's a job of the police. The police are the one policing those civilians. Military are used for wartime, not for protests. Okay? And they have the Biya regime has instrumentalized the terrorist law, the terrorism law that that was in put in place in 2008, if not or 2011, something like that. That policy is that any political party, any political leader is charged with terrorism. Whether you have terror action or not, they're using for everyone. And now they don't more take civilians to civilian courts. They take civilians to military courts. All Southern Cameroonians, all Ambazonians have been tried in a military tribunal for just being opposition, just being activists. They'll take it to a military tribunal. Then the military tribunal will give you life imprisonment. That's what is happening. But if you want to go with what this guy just said, all what the military in Cameroon are doing, they are just following the orders from the presidency. They are following orders from the top. Okay? So they can just take any order and do anything. When you see most of them, the only time that they come to their consciences, to their senses, is when they retire. And they'll start speaking the truth. You have seen the other police commissioner who worked in the presidency. He's Europe, somewhere in Europe, but he's the one revealing certain things that was happening within the presidency. Okay, when they're in power, they don't, they will shut up their mouth. But when they come out, they start telling you things that, look at this guy who was in charge of the army or in the Semil, Emi Bankwe. You remember he called Chris Ano and was telling Chris Ano about what he's doing, right? But these are people who sent emissary. Emi Bankwe is the one that sent emissary to Nigeria to arrest all Amazonian leaders. But now, after all those things, that they realize that it was all mistake, they cannot take it back. Okay, you arrest people illegally, you send people there to go and arrest our leaders, and what do? You keep them in prison. Now you are retired, you are going to Europe. They are there in prison, suffering. You see, so you just destabilize people's life, and you are free doing your own things. That's why Tchiroma's number one thing that he say he want to do is to go into negotiation with the Amazonians and release political prisoners. Because he knows most of those people in prison there are just there for just nothing. They're all political, political prisoners. You cannot mix political prisoners with regular criminals. They are just people who are there for their opinion. Because my opinion is different from yours, you come and arrest me and go and lock me. So we don't have time to exchange. Politics is exchange of ideas. Your idea must not be my idea, and your supporter must not be my supporter. Okay? Your enemy should not be my enemy. Okay? So that is the mindset of this Cyprian regime. And they have destroyed our country with that mindset. Good brains, intellectuals, professionals that can help that regime. Immediately you want to show too much intelligence, they'll find something to put on you and they go and lock you up. Or they make you go on exile. And they think that is good for the country. Whereas the country has been going down the drain. People are suffering. Imagine even in presidency, Biya lost. Even in presidency, Biya lost election. But how do you see? Come on, man. He lost election. The Anturat, they don't like it. They want me to go. Massa. Nah. It's too much, man. Just something that you are like, but what's going on? They don't want to leave power. They want to stay there. Yes. And they want you to believe that they can do the job. It's terrible, right? Very, very terrible. Because what they are doing is not, it's not working. It's not working. They have to check what they are doing, because man. 11. Let me go back to 11, okay.
Nous sommes un peuple uni par le sang et par nos...
Écoutez très bien notre frère, écoutez très bien notre
Si vous voulez tirer boutique.
Si vous voulez tirer sur moi, si vous me tuez, Si vous voulez tirer sur moi, si vous me tuez,
Bafoussam, Habata. Go.
Mes chers compatriotes camerounais, mes chers compatriotes du nord au sud, de l'est à l'ouest, sud-nord-ouest et au sud-ouest du Cameroun. Nous sommes un peuple unis par le sang et par nos ancêtres. La sueur de nos labeurs et l'esprit indomptable qui nous a portés à travers les tempêtes de l'histoire. Aujourd'hui, je m'adresse à vous, non pas en tant que qui que ce soit, mais en tant que frère, en tant qu'enfant de ce Cameroun sacré. Pour parler du fond de mon cœur, sur un moment qui appelle notre âme collective. Nous avons enduré tant de choses. Des divisions semées par les vents du colonialisme, des échos d'injustice qui murmurent encore à nos oreilles.
Paul Biya, le pharaon des temps modernes. Mes amis, je vous raconte une histoire. Dans la Bible, il y avait un monsieur qu'on appelait pharaon. Il était puissant, il était le roi, il était craint. Il avait développé tout chez lui, l'économie, tout. Son peuple était... Tout fleurissait chez lui. Et il a développé une très mauvaise habitude, c'est-à-dire de prendre un certain peuple qui à ses yeux paraissait faible, comme des prisonniers. Il les faisait travailler dur. Les gars travaillaient 24 sur 24 pour bâtir son empire. Et les gars mangeaient, ils fêtaient, il y avait la fête tous les jours au palais. Ses serviteurs, ses ministres, il y avait de l'or, de l'argent. Les gars volaient, ils faisaient tout ce qu'ils voulaient. Mais c'était au prix de la sueur et du sang de ce peuple-là qui souffrait. Un jour, un petit bébé qui était abandonné dans une petite corbeille, sur un petit fleuve. Le vent l'a poussé. Là où la fille de Pharaon elle-même, elle prenait son bain avec ses servantes. Et le petit garçon, il était beau de visage. La fille de Pharaon, n'ayant pas d'enfant, a vu l'enfant. Puisque on avait ordonné que tous les enfants soient tués de cet âge, la maman de Moïse l'a mis dans une corbeille et l'a poussé dans l'eau, comme quoi pour le sauver. Mais elle avait posé un petit morceau de tissu des Hébreux sur le bébé. Pour ça, c'était sa marque de fabrique, comme vous voyez les Nike, Adidas là, on a mis un petit cachet, c'était ce petit morceau de tissu, pour que quiconque verra cet enfant saura qu'il vient de quelque part, c'était un Hébreu. La fille de Pharaon ayant pris ça, il n'y avait personne, c'était comme ça alors un engagement secret entre elle et ce petit garçon, comme quoi je sais d'où tu viens mais je vais le cacher parce que si je n'ai pas d'enfant mais tu me plais beaucoup, tu es beau de visage. Elle a pris le petit garçon, elle l'a gardé. Elle est élevée. Moïse donc a grandi dans ce système-là. Il a étudié Pharaon. Il était traité comme un prince. Il connaissait la maison de Pharaon comme sa poche. Mais puisque Moïse avait ce sang-là qui coulait dans ses veines, il a su que son peuple souffrait chaque jour. Il voyait chaque jour comment on les frappait, on les faisait souffrir. Un jour, pendant que Moïse se promenait, il a vu deux personnes en train de se quereller.
Je vais vous filmer, vous. Je vais la tuer, petit frère. Je vais la tuer, petit frère. Allez comme ça là. caoutchouc. C'est ça les bancs en caoutchouc.
Douala the hot. Remember for your Douala anti emisium. I don't tell you say. Remember for your Douala whether it hot or not. Ma do ha no get space for my house for boya yeah. I tell you last year we boya the hot. Say my come for your house to Douala can make only 2 weeks. You tell me say when a landlord say you know one time make 2 people stay for house make toilet no flop. You take style crush me. Say I can make on a toilet flop because I can rest for you for 2 weeks. We boya the hot. Now when the tell me say one come for boya yeah for rest. I beg remember for Douala ya mami I beg. Manage them. What they don't give how many weeks goes down? I bet manage them. I beg. Manage them. I no get space for boya here. Yeah, we'll talk smart. I beg. I guess on tell you do rubbish. Do you want a very wicked woman? Boya the hot. I want go for Douala for go rest for 2 weeks. Do you want tell me say I go make their toilet flop? Rubbish. Maybe for Douala the water Douala the hot or not? Try do kaka go do coffee. I'll leave this compound for the woman.
So you understand what the guy was saying, and but this is what happened to most of our IDPs when the war in southern Cameroon started. Most of them ran to Douala, Yaoundé, and was begging for places to sleep. You know, it happens to everything. Every time there's a crisis, it happens. There must be IDPs because the people are running for safety. Okay, their lives is, you know, when the crisis starts, the war is between the warring faction. It has nothing to do with women, children, innocent civilians, and so on and so forth. So they are looking for shelter. What happens now is the turn of events, right? Those same, because, you know, we were telling most of like the people that we share boundary with, like the Bamenda. We say, remember when you had a war back then in 1950 something, you had a war. You were called Makiza, you were called terrorists, you were called all sorts of names. You flee to southern Cameroon back then. When our crisis started, the Bamenda were not that welcoming to us. They were not. Okay? When you go to Chang, you go to this, they'll say you are, you know. But when they came to our region during the wartime, they stayed. They never went back. And if you go to Bamenda now, you go to Kumba, you go to Limbe, you have most of the richest people there are the Bamenda people even. Pa Bamenda in Limbe, there's a name called Pa Bamenda. You go there in Limbe, he's the one distributing drinks. Brazzaville is the whole of Limbe. He has big businesses there. In Kumba, you have Pa Nonjang. He has the biggest farms there. All these people are Bamenda people who came back then. So this is not something that when you have crisis, then you don't support each other and so on and so forth. Okay? Because it's a 10 by 10 something. When it's time, when we had Ghost Town, how many days has Douala respected our Ghost Town? How many days has Yaoundé or Garoua respected our Ghost Town? No one day. For 9 good years that we are fighting. That's why we are saying that their Ghost Town has nothing to do with us. We will not respect any Ghost Town. Let them face their battle. Yes, let them face their battle. Because the best way to do is for you people to let that government know that they have to go. Because you have been petting that government. Hadn't been you guys join us in 2016 to fight this same government, this government would have gone long ago. But you guys left us fight this government by ourselves for 9 years. And this is the consequences. We have tried our best to prove to you that this government is a rogue regime. But you people never listen to us. You were calling us terrorists, calling us, les Ambazoniens, les Ambazozo, les Ambazozo, les Bamenda, les Sisi. You call us names. Now, the reality is right in front of you guys. That is a government that you were claiming that is a good government, right? Check it for yourself. And when you fight this government, you come back and tell us the result. Our people respect just one day goes down. We are tired of lockdown. Before this same election that we boycotted, we told you people that this election will still be stolen. You people say no, you do not believe us. Our people had 1 month of lockdown, one full month of lockdown. You people never join us. So you have to see how we have sacrificed. So if we are not joining you people now, don't say we are wicked. No. For 9 years, we have been fighting. 9. This same government. So don't come and tell us that we are not helping you people. No, we have tried our best. We have done all what we can, but that same government, try our best and take them out for you people to live a good life. Because they want to stay in power, cling in power, you know, and your country has become mess. The whole world is laughing at Cameroon. The whole world. A president that you don't see for 9 years, 9 good years. President Biya never stepped foot in what they call Nozo. 9 good years. President Biya never stepped foot in Nozo. But he was only ordering people, kill. How many thousands of our people died? Then they are not even telling you the number of military that is being killed there. Since 9 years that we started this war, the bloodiest year is 2025. I'm telling you this. The military have lost more people in 2025. Yes, I'm telling you. Since we started the fight in 2016, the military casualty this year is the highest. What does that tell you? It tells you that the guys have become more sophisticated. More sophisticated. Yeah. But the government does not tell the people the truth. You see what's going to happen here. This thing will become a civil war. It will become a civil war. And once the civil war, it becomes more bloody than independent or revolutionary war. Because we are defending our territory from an invader. But they are fighting among themselves for power. So it's 2 different wars. You have a liberation war and a war of justice. They are fighting a war of justice for change of governance. We are not fighting a war of change of governance. That's why we cannot join you people to be fighting a different war. That is a different mindset. Our mindset are liberationist. You people are trying to change. Once Biya come, once Biya leave power, your problem is solved. But if Tchiroma come to power, our problem is not solved. You understand? So you are fighting for change of governance. We are fighting for change of system. The whole system change. So it's a 2 different things. That's why you people have not even started the fight. We believe that our fight is longer than yours. Because 1, if Tchiroma comes, he has things to start doing before we know that he's serious. Releasing political prisoners. He has to start from there. He has to start telling us, okay, he is serious to do this, serious to do this, serious to go to internationally led negotiation process. It's not a process that you do in Yaoundé. It's not Grand National Dialogue that Biya did there. Why do you think the Grand National Dialogue failed in Yaoundé? Because Biya never invited any leader, what you call leader. Those people who are involved in the re-Ambazonian war, Biya never invited them. He invited some CPGM people. Even the federalists who went there, they were disappointed. How many federalists do you see them come on TV and making noise again? How many federalists do you see coming now and talk? They're all gone. Because they don't have hope, right? We were telling them, when you want to go for negotiation, you have to go in a position of strength. Our people now are in a position of strength. Because for a government minister, who was Minister of Communication, Minister of Transport, Minister of, to come and say, I apologize, it's just to tell you that the whole government is apologizing for what they are doing to us. Tchiroma apologizing means all of them know that they're in that group of doing the bad things. It's remained only for Ataranji to apologize. Ataranji and Gongo. But time will tell. Okay? Time will tell for that. You cannot do that to the people for too long. There will be time that it will come to an end. All those people know that their time is coming to end. But they have sent all their families abroad, but they don't want to leave power. But they have very, very short time to make a decision. Very, very short. Their time is almost done. So
greetings, everyone. Once more, I'm here, and today is Sunday, the 2nd of November, 2025. And this is about 6:30 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I want to apologize first before we get into the information I'm bringing here about the broadcast that I promised to bring earlier on in the day. As you can see, I'm not yet back on base, and we are unable to get into our studio right now. But that is not even the issue. The issue is also that there is a lot going on and things are moving too fast. And so I'm unlikely to do that, if that even tomorrow. But that very important communication would definitely be served us between this Monday and Tuesday. And so my apologies, and let's continue to be patient. But folks, there is a lot going on right now in the Republic of Cameroon. The tension is rising. The tension has reached another level. I just got a cable from one of my sources in Yaoundé, and I've been able to reach out to two other people very close to the security operatives in La République du Cameroon and some in the governing classes, and I've confirmed that information that there is growing tension now within the military of La République du Cameroon. A lot of tension. The level of suspicion has attained fever point, and at this point in time there are plans, serious plans, and they're hoping that that should be executed within the next 24 hours, that they are actually planting a lot of spywares on the phones of top military brass who are indigenous from the 3 northern regions, and especially also indigenous from Bamenda in the west region. There is too much fear that those who are likely not to be loyal will be found among this class of people, and some of the military personnel who happen to have very sophisticated communications apparatus themselves because of what has been going on, and each at least have been struggling to, get equipment that will help them stay safe in the current circumstances, have realized that there is a lot of work going on, and they are being listened to, they are being spied upon, and so much is being done. Some of them are even literally in a kind of quarantine, and so that is breeding a lot of anger, both at the top and at the bottom of the military command system in the Republic of Cameroon. And so at this point, the tension is too high, especially high because yet another attempt to capture Issa Tchiroma Bakary has failed. And they don't understand how this attempt failed, because the number of men used to try to set up this ultimate attempt to capture Issa Tchiroma Bakary was so reduced so much so that they felt that these were extremely trusted circles. But unfortunately, they could not carry out this operation without involving military men and women who are sons and daughters of the northern regions, because of their knowledge of the terrain, their knowledge of any kind of homes of even elite or any kind of person where Issa Tchiroma could be hiding. And so at this point, it's unclear to them who among those indigenous of the northern regions who were involved in the planning and the execution phase of this operation likely leaked out the information to Issa Tchiroma Bakary and those surrounding him. And this has caused that operation to fail once more. And so the government of La République du Cameroon is extremely embarrassed. This is a very
So I don't understand that. You see, you have a government who has lost an election. Instead of looking a way to resolve and step aside for the new government to come in, they will instead look for ways to go and arrest and kick. Oh man, it's so disheartening, because you see, this is the type of regime that people don't want to hear of, especially in Africa. You've lost the election. You know fully well that you have no other choice, but you cling there. You have looked for means to go and arrest somebody who won the election. This mindset of not conceding is so disgraceful sometimes, I can say, because I mean, you lost the election, and how do you run a country that the international community has not congratulated your leader? I mean, it's so funny, right? The international community has not congratulated their leader, and they believe that the leader is right? These are countries, look at countries, that have not endorsed. Look at these names of these countries. They have not endorsed Biya. Look at them. Even France, France, that you knew that is a supporter of this government, has not endorsed, have not sent congratulations to Biya. What does that tell you? These are the countries. Look, so many countries. None of them. Even the Francophonie countries that you can say, Congo, Brazzaville, these French countries, that's Mali. Mali, down there is Mali. Burkina Faso. None of them have said, hello, Biya, good job, you, congratulations, you won the elections, congratulations. None of them. No one. So how do you run that kind of country with that kind of government? And these countries are the embassies that are there. All the ambassadors there are the ones that need to send message to their countries to say, oh, this people won clean and fair, was a free, fair, transparent elections, right? But they have not done that. They are the ones to send message to their countries. America is there, France, United Kingdom. Why don't they send message to their countries, to their president, to send congratulatory messages? And they are there in Yaoundé. So how do you run that kind of government? You want to, now the armies are divided. The Northeast, the Northeast are not as foolish as our Amazonian soldiers. Our Amazonian soldiers were the ones that they were split into two. The South, they call it Southwest and Northwest. The Northwest soldiers were sent to Southwest. The Southwest soldiers were sent to Northwest to go and be killing their brothers. And they were accepting to go and do that. They are still in the army today. But the Northeast, they told Pobia that no, they will not go and kill Tchiroma. They will not go and arrest Tchiroma. They sent them to go and arrest Tchiroma. They go and guard Tchiroma. Yes! They sent Northeast people to go and, they sent delegation of well-armed men to go and arrest Tchiroma. To go and bring... What did they do? They went there and tell the Kaiwa lie. Yes, they said carry Tchiroma to a safe location. That's how brotherly these people are. And you can tell, because Aijo, the way Aijo handed power to Pobia, then imagine the way Pobia treated Aijo. Just think of it. Somebody hand you power peacefully. You send him on exile. The person die on exile. You have never allowed that person's corpse to come to Cameroon. When the election started, Tchiroma wanted to go and visit Aijo's corpse. You know why he was blocked at the airport? Because he did not want to go and inspire you understand? Tchiroma was very wise. Tchiroma never what, but that thing is still in their mind. The Northeast still have that grievance in their mind. You have heard many of them saying that the way Bia treated their brother, they don't like it. Imagine, even if Aijo did what, you even allow the cops to come back to Cameroon. But since Aijo died, the cops is still in Dakar, Senegal. Aijo's cop is still in Dakar, Senegal. So think of it. That's how wicked Bia is and that regime. Because none of them can advise them, say, Bia, please, can you bring this man back? No. That's how it is. So they are only afraid of the consequences that befalls them. That's what they are afraid of. They are not afraid. They are only afraid of what will come to them too if they leave power. Because they are afraid of what they have done to people. That's only why they are clinging like this to power. They do everything possible to hang on that tree. That's the problem. It's sad, right? It's sad, but that's the reality.
Disturbing night in Yaoundé. I mean, a very, very disturbing night in Yaoundé. At the moment I speak to you, it's clear that none of those in the governing apparatus in Yaoundé is going to have sound sleep. They were all waiting. They were all on what you call a qui-vive, hoping that today was going to be the day that they go to bed sound and have good sleep, because they were convinced at almost 90% that they were going to capture Issa Tchiroma Bakary this Sunday. And again, you will notice that before this operation went on, I mean, during the day, there were locals who recorded videos, live videos of elements of members of the Cameroon Secret Service, especially those of the Directorate General of External Research in Garoua, breaking into homes of both close and distant family members of Issa Tchiroma Bakary, capturing people, searching, ransacking the whole place for all kinds of either documents or communication gadgets or everything. But unfortunately, this does not result to the expected capture. And as things stand right now, it keeps them even more vulnerable than ever before. My informants let me know that the worry, the great worry within the ranks, is that it is not very easy to judge the level of loyalty of a lot of these forces from the northern regions, who appear to be seeing in what is going on right now, an opportunity for them to make good their greatest fever of all times, of evening what happened to them in 1984 during the staged coup d'etat that enabled Paul Biya to consolidate power, clean out the northern intelligentsia, send a lot of their people into exile, and caused the first president of the country, El Haj Babatura Amadou Ahidjo, to find himself in Senegal, where he eventually died and is buried. So right now, Issa Tchiroma Bakary, according to reports from his close circles, is sound and safe yet again. And you get this information, this confirms to you what I said earlier on in the day, that though they sent out lousy reports claiming that Issa Tchiroma Bakary had fled the country and was somewhere either in Nigeria, in Niger, or possibly had even flown to the United States of America, they knew this was all lies. And that's what my sources told me earlier on in the day that I broadcast here, that those were all lies. Issa Tchiroma Bakary was very, very, very well in Garoua, is very well in Garoua. So as you can see for yourself, while they were sending out that information, they were at the same time planning this sting operation to see how they pick him up and be able to have him in their keeps, so that they are able to assure or to guarantee that they have broken the momentum that could lead to Issa Tchiroma Bakary's swearing in as the third president of the Republic of Cameroon. Right now, folks, the tension is high. If you find yourself in the major cities of the Republic of Cameroon, the safest place where you should be in your home. Don't venture out, because there is so much going on out there, and there are actually fears that there could already be even confrontation between the forces of La République du Cameroon themselves in the capital city, Yaoundé, because as it stands,
it's tough, right? Yaoundé is boiling. They are looking for all ways to capture Issa Tchiroma Bakary. How are they going to capture him? Issa Tchiroma Bakary is an insider. He knows all the nitty-gritties of that government. You understand? He has studied that government for many years. And first of all, he went to jail. You know that? He went to prison. After the failed coup of 1984, that they wanted to topple the government back when Paul Biya took over. But it failed. But this time around, they used the elections, right? Now they want the elections. And the world now cannot say that they are terrorists, right? Because the only thing that Biya will use is say, ce sont les terroristes, ce sont les bandits, ce sont ceci, cela. As they are labeling Ambazonian, right? They will label you people like terrorists so that the world will see you like terrorists. Then the government that, like America, is supporting Cameroon in the north of fighting the Boko Haram terrorists. But at the end of the day, it's a government that only look for all those loopholes. They are not truthful. They are not honest. And that lack of honesty is the thing that is killing the whole regime. We have seen this government up front, how dishonest they are. A crisis that they can go and negotiate. Something that they were supposed to just call the leaders and talk to. Negotiation starts. They left the Switzerland negotiation. They left the Canada negotiation. And they said they can fight, they can use their army to crush the 2 cubes of sugar. But they cannot crush that cube. Then, with that sense that they have, they thought that they can manipulate these Northeast people. These Northeast people are not... they are wiser than you think, oh. These Northeast people, they are hitting that their cow like that, going cow alive, hitting their cow. But they are wise. You cannot just use them like that. They know what happened to their brother. And Biya and the cohorts are also trying to think that they are smarter, right? Because for as of now, most of the old people are no more in the picture. The Ngongos, they are too young to know what happened. The Atanganji don't have that brain that Issa Tchiroma had. Issa Tchiroma was one of those people who plotted the coup in 1984. He went to prison. Before when he was released, he was granted amnesty. Right? All those people who fought for Aijo, they were granted amnesty. All the Belobowa Maigari, they came and formed their political party. So, the wisdom of these people when it comes to intelligence, it comes to military operations, it comes to this, is so high than Gongo and Atanganji. Atanganji, they know nothing. Atanganji and Gongo are just noisemakers. Okay? They will not, they don't know what Tchiroma knows. Yes. Because Tchiroma is not only secured by the Cameroon presidential guard that are divided, he is also protected by Chadian military, special forces from Chad. So he's he's a wise man. He's very wise. He knows what he. Had it been this was Kamto would have been arrested long ago now, like they did in 2018. Kamto, they just came and put him under house arrest. After they announced the thing, they just take him go to jail. Went there for 6 months. Kamto is not that strong to that can handle these situations, man. I'm telling you, keep listening to our brother Jomba Akuro.
The division is clear. You have those who are considered loyal to the system, who are sons and daughters of the center, south, and the east, some from the littoral, and then they also are still banking that they could count on the loyalties of top military personnel from the southern Cameroons who are serving in the army of La République du Cameroon, because for 9 years they have demonstrated their loyalty by fighting very closely with the government of Cameroon against their own people. But they are getting a very different signal, a very disturbing and disgusting signal, according to them, from the military personnel from the northern regions. They thought that at least they were going to be able to use the elite, the political elite of the northern regions, to guarantee the loyalty of a lot of the top military brass, whom they believe have benefited a lot from the Biya regime. But that doesn't seem to be the case. And because this is not the case, they don't know who can be counted on and who cannot be counted on. And it would appear Issa Tchiroma Bakary gets information from any strategy that is being planned faster than even Ferdinand Ngongo and Chantal Biya in Yaoundé. And this is a serious cause for concern. I asked the question as to what is happening to the military chief of staff, who should be able to, exercise his grip over the entire military. And the response I had was that René Zemeka, René Claude Meka, I beg you pardon, appears not to be in total control of whatever is happening right now. And so the situation is tense. And the ghost towns that have been called for this Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday all over the territory of the Republic of Cameroon will be a litmus test. A litmus test because the government of Cameroon has hired a lot of social media talking heads to go out there and try and set confusion in their minds. But they have just blown out one of the strategies they put in place. One of the strategies they put in place was going to be that Issa Tchiroma Bakary had fled the country and was planning to put people in harm's way while he runs to safety. But now this sting operation that just got aborted this night changes the entire narrative. It becomes clear to everybody now that Issa Tchiroma Bakary is back home. And this would definitely dent the credibility of all those social media talking heads that are being paid very highly to try and set confusion. And so it is more than likely that the ghost towns of this Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in the towns, cities, and villages of La République du Cameroon could well be a success. And the element of fear that's been planted in the minds of the people with the possible entry into Douala, as they claim, of Southern Cameroon's freedom fighters. And of course, I must hurriedly say here that this is propaganda, basically propaganda, because they know that the Southern Cameroon's freedom fighters will not get into Douala for nothing in the world. And so I'm pointing this out because usually when they say this, they want to use this as an opportunity to take some few Southern Cameroonians, men, especially young men, who will be based in areas like Bonaberry, most especially, to set an example on, to set them up, to kill them, and to plant weapons in their homes and claim that these were what they call amber boys. So we have to be vigilant. The watchword at this point in time is vigilance. And to my people of the Southern Cameroons, based in the towns, cities, and villages of La République du Cameroon, please stay home. The best position where you have to be now is home. Whatever supplies you already have with yourself, make sure you use those judiciously and avoid finding yourself at the wrong place, at the wrong time, and with the wrong company. You notice that some gentleman just went out in Douala early in the morning, running to the bakery to buy bread, just so that he could be the first there to get bread for himself and his family. And how did he end up? He ended up being shot dead. And the excuse they gave was that because he came out too early, in those kind of hours, they suspected him of being one of the people who were coming out there to try and set this order. They have the order now to shoot and kill. Make no mistake. They now have the order to shoot and kill. Don't put yourself in harm's way. Stay home. There is more very vital and very sensitive information I just got, but that information is still under investigation because I want to get, other sources that are equally very trusted whom I've been unable to reach right now to confirm that information before I bring it here. And if that information were to be confirmed, that would mean that the government of La République du Cameroon, the Bias government, the current Bias government has entirely collapsed. Because right now, they are hanging on a very thin thread. The survival of that government depends on their being able to capture Issa Tchiroma Bakary. They themselves have set that as a bar. And all what you need to do is keep the watch. But all things being equal, Issa Tchiroma Bakary is still going to be sworn in as planned. And the swearing in video would definitely circulate and give him the opportunity to announce his transitional government. So the days ahead are pregnant. Let's stay on the alert. And for all of us within the territory of the Southern Cameroons, you're going to witness an influx of people running preemptively from La République du Cameroon. Please make sure you also stay on the alert. Because while all these people will be coming in, not everyone is.
That was John Bakuro there in his analysis, right? But you see the story, it makes me laugh a lot. A lot of things that these people think that they know, they don't know anything. Okay, the same people you call terrorists are the same people you're try to cajole to come and help you to fight. Our people used to fight with Colas. After they used Colas, then they went to these toy guns. Before that's how they were upgrading. Now the material that they have now for that the experience they have now, these Douala boys, these boys that are running empty-handed like this, they need like 5 years training. Yes. Look at 1st of October march. You see the thing that those boys carry. Even the Cameroon army is afraid to go in certain areas. Cameroon army don't go to Ambazonia anyhow. So you see this one, when they shoot small water, they throw water. That's how they are running. Oh my God. So experience is the best teacher. We have experienced this for 9 years. When they started killing our people, the first 2 years were just massacre. And our people say, okay. They started using Dane guns. They took, I said, all the guns, all the material that their parents have in their houses, they took them, all hunting gun. That's what they started with. Pa 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 pa. That's how the guns were shouting back in 2017. But now, what those guys carry, my God. So these guys, they are just starting. So let them start. It will be hard, but the government will have to fight. The government want to sustain the fight a little bit. But they cannot fight a war on two fronts. I said that early. They cannot fight a war on two fronts. Yes, that's what made most of these dictators fall. They feel that they have too much power that they can fight everybody. They are King Kong. But when they go they go on that battle, they realize that they are fighting a war on two fronts. There is a war in Southern Cameroon. You have not finished. You are continuing. You want to start a new war here. Then there is a Boko Haram there in the north. How can you fight like that? You see? So there is that conflict. There's that conflict. So it will be difficult for them to fight, but they have no choice. They have to do it, right? But they have. My only happiness is that Cameroon government has met their match. They have met their match. Because now it's not only affecting the 2 cubes of sugar, right? It's affecting 8 cubes of sugar. So think of it. So when they have Ghost Tanner, you see how they are sending mayors and governors and SDOs to go and begging shop people, open your shop, open your shop. Let's see how they'll close those shops too, because they'll send them here. Deals will come there and say they'll come and close the shops of our people. Anybody that does not open their shop during lockdown days, they're gonna close their shops. How many shops have they closed there in Douala? All the people that are at home respecting the ghost town, none. Let's listen to Issa Tchiroma.
Bonsoir à tous les internautes camerounais. Je suis très heureux de vous retrouver ce soir pour vous dire que je me porte très bien. Vous remercier pour tout le soutien que vous m'avez toujours apporté de la préparation des élections d'ordre de campagne à l'élection elle-même et à la suite. Comme vous savez, nous avons remporté une victoire écrasante, mais par l'entremise du Conseil constitutionnel et de toutes leurs équipes, cette victoire, pour l'instant, elle est confisquée. Mais nous sommes engagés à nous battre sans réserve et nous ne ménagerons aucun effort pour que cette victoire soit récupérée. Une fois de plus, je vous dis merci pour ce soutien et je suis en immersion avec vous. Continuez donc à me soutenir. J'ai instruit donc qu'il y ait 3 jours de villes mortes, et ces villes mortes participent justement de la résistance. Je demande donc à tous les Camerounais, où ils se trouvent, de rester à la maison pendant 3 jours pour témoigner de leur mécontentement et de leur engagement à se battre jusqu'à ce que la vérité des urnes dont nous prévale et que nous puissions récupérer notre victoire. Je vous remercie. Bonsoir à tous les internautes camerounais. Je suis très heureux de vous retrouver ce soir pour vous dire que je me porte très bien. Vous remercier pour tout le soutien que vous m'avez toujours apporté de la préparation des élections d'ordre de campagne à l'élection elle-même et à la suite. Comme vous savez, nous avons remporté une victoire écrasante, mais par l'entremise du Conseil constitutionnel et de toutes leurs équipes, cette victoire, pour l'instant, elle est confisquée. Mais nous sommes engagés à nous battre sans réserve et nous ne ménagerons aucun effort pour que cette victoire soit récupérée. Une fois de plus, je vous dis merci pour ce soutien et je suis en immersion avec vous. Continuez donc à me soutenir. J'ai instruit donc qu'il y ait 3 jours de villes mortes, et ces villes mortes participent justement de la résistance. Je demande donc à tous les Camerounais, où ils se trouvent, de rester à la maison pendant 3 jours pour témoigner de leur mécontentement et de leur engagement à se battre jusqu'à ce que la vérité des urnes dont nous prévale et que nous puissions récupérer notre victoire. Je vous remercie. Bonsoir à tous les internautes camerounais. Je suis très heureux de vous retrouver ce soir pour vous dire que je me porte très bien.
Yeah. Après 43 ans d'ombre, le peuple veut voir la lumière, et parfois Dieu choisit les chemins les plus sombres. Yeah. Pour envoyer celui qu'on appelle le bon diable, Issa Tchiroma Bakary. Yeah. Le bon diable s'est levé, pour le peuple il veut parler. Après tant d'années de chaîne, Cameroun veut respirer. Le bon diable s'est levé, pour le peuple il veut parler. Après tant d'années de chaîne, Cameroun veut respirer. Issa Tchiroma, dis-leur la vérité. Même les anges t'ont pardonné. Quand le lion dort, c'est le peuple qui rugit. Le vent du changement va souffler ici. 43 ans, on a trop attendu. Les promesses volaient, mais le pain s'est vendu. Les jeunes s'envoient, les vieux fatigués. Les rêves du pays
sont enchaînés. T'étais dans l'ombre, tu connais la salle, le secret du trône. Les deals, les balles, mais t'as choisi la lumière. Malgré le mal et le peuple t'appelle le bon diable. Ils t'ont dit traître, nous on dit sage. T'as brisé les chaînes, t'as tourné la page. Maintenant faut parler, faut déranger, car le silence frère, c'est un danger. Le bon diable s'est levé, pour le peuple il veut parler. Après tant d'années de chaîne, Cameroun veut respirer. Le bon diable s'est levé, pour le peuple il veut parler. Après tant d'années de chaîne, Cameroun veut respirer. Ils disaient tous personne ne peut bouger, mais regarde que le peuple commence à chanter. Dans les rues les visages ont changé, on voit la lumière malgré les dangers. Le trône tremble, la foule s'enflamme, l'espoir renaît dans chaque âme. Tu parles vrai même si ça dérange, tu portes nos douleurs, nos louanges. Ce n'est pas une guerre, c'est une prière. C'est le cri d'un peuple à bout de terre. Les enfants veulent des livres, pas des larmes. Les mamans veulent du pain, pas des armes. Le temps n'attend plus, le peuple non plus. Le changement ce n'est pas une couleur, c'est une douleur qu'on transforme en valeur. Issa, si t'es sincère, le ciel marchera avec toi. Et même ceux qui doutaient hier danseront demain sous ta voix. Le bon diable s'est levé, pour le peuple il veut parler. Après tant d'années de chaîne, Cameroun veut respirer. Le bon diable s'est levé, pour le peuple il veut parler. Après tant d'années de chaîne, Cameroun veut respirer. S'est levé, pour le peuple il veut parler. Après tant d'années de chaîne, Cameroun veut respirer. Le bon diable s'est levé, pour le peuple il veut parler. Après tant d'années de chaîne, Cameroun veut respirer. Le bon diable n'est plus dans le feu.
Macondre people, anglophone people, I want to tell you say, he don't bat. He don't bat. That when I don't go vote, when I say na Issa Tchiroma, he go join we all, and together we fix any problem where it dey for country. And now we don't take we all will say na Issa Tchiroma. Now that people where they dey for Yaoundé. That people where they detect like a arata, they don't sit up on top all vote. They say Nandem go decide say Paul Biya and Chantal Biya woti Injumba Ngongo. Nandem go continue control we country. If you will play, we don't die. Now the thing I want to tell you, say, make any man, he must turn up fine for sake of say, no 1 day and a half will not figure say, DPP continue for tip all money. They don't tip all money for kerosene where they come all for Limbe. That kerosene where they come all for Limbe. Now, Biade for power, 43 years this. He don't build wati, usa road, usa water, usa electricity. That money for petrol for Limben and the money is inter from them pocket. Where the same petrol where it dey for Donso, na you go for Guinea Equatorial. When I go see how Obiangema don't build country. Now that Poblia, he don't come for one man country. He don't give them petrol for Yo-Yo and Yolanda where they just discover where it go change life for all Cameroon for 100 years. Now he don't come give them. Now he no one go. He in gangang say na for day na for try he did die. Now here one tell when I say I know you are courage and all Cameroonians wait for north for south everyone young people wanna be ready.
C'était un gendarme avec un hébreu. Le gendarme était en train de frapper l'hébreu. Moïse est arrivé, il a attrapé le gendarme, il l'a tué. Et le lendemain encore, Moïse était en train de passer. Il a vu 2 de ses frères hébreux en train de se disputer. Il est parti pour les séparer. Un de ses tournés le regardait et dit, ah, tu veux faire quoi? Tu veux me tuer comme tu as tué l'Égyptien? C'est comme ça alors que Moïse a pris peur. Il a fui. Mais pendant qu'il était en train de fuir, le Dieu Tout-Puissant l'a rencontré, lui a fait comprendre que petit, c'est toi que j'ai choisi pour aller délivrer mon peuple là-bas. Parce que le peuple avait fait 40 ans, exactement comme le peuple camerounais a déjà fait le peuple camerounais a fait même 42 ans. Mais regardez bien dans toute l'histoire du monde, aucun empire n'a régné plus de 40 ans. Donc Paul Biya, tu montes, tu descends. Tu ne vas pas briser les lois de la nature. Tu vas tomber. Je continue mon histoire, les continentaux. Suivez-moi, ne soyez pas distraits. Alors, Moïse est dans son désert, dans sa fuite où il était. Le Tout-Puissant l'a attrapé, il lui a dit que rentre, c'est toi que je vais utiliser pour aller délivrer le peuple. Comme Issa Tchiroma. Issa Tchiroma est entré dans ce gouvernement. Il a fait 22 ans. Il connaît ce gouvernement comme sa poche. Il a été là, il a étudié ce gouvernement. Personne ne pouvait imaginer que c'est Moïse qui viendrait un jour délivrer le peuple. Comme personne ne pouvait imaginer un jour que c'est Issa Tchiroma qui viendrait délivrer le peuple. Mais comme les voies de l'Éternel là sont insondables, personne ne sait d'où il sort, d'où il vient, où il va. C'est comme ça parce que quand il frappe, c'est comme le vent. Nul ne sait d'où le vent vient et d'où le vent est en train de partir. C'est la même chose. Paul Biya ne sait pas lui-même ce qui est en train de l'arriver. Alors, Pharaon revient, il dit à Moïse, pardon, il revient, il dit à Pharaon, mon type, je pense qu'il est temps que tu laisses partir ce peuple. Mais Pharaon le regarde, dit que mais ça c'est qu'un tintin ça. Toi tu es qui? Tu viens me demander. C'est la même chose que Paul Biya. Quand Issa Tchiroma lui dit que monsieur le président, vous avez fait votre temps, monsieur le président sortant, nous vous offrons une porte de sortie. Partez maintenant. Et rien ne vous arrivera. C'est la même chose. Pharaon s'est endurci. Il a dit que jamais. Ainsi les 7 plaies d'Égypte ont commencé à frapper. Et oh les grenouilles, oh la grêle, oh toutes sortes d'ulcères sur le corps. Le Nil même est devenu rouge. La même chose. On a déjà brûlé Tchang là-bas. On a déjà mis le feu au palais, ça ne suffit pas. Le Nozo a déjà pris guerre, a déjà pris feu, ça ne suffit pas. Voilà l'extrême nord qui est en train de venir. Mais le cœur de Pharaon, le cœur de Paul Biya est toujours endurci. Ceux qui sont les va-t-en-guerre qui sont autour de lui sont toujours en train de lui dire, vas-y, on va les dératiser. Ça ne prendra que quelques jours, ils sont allés au Nozo. Ça fait aujourd'hui plus de 10 ans. Le Nozo est là. Est-ce qu'ils les ont dératisés? Non. Les voilà maintenant, ils sont en train de vouloir ouvrir un autre conflit dans le nord. On appelle ça le syndrome de Pharaon. C'est ce qui arrive à Paul Biya. Paul Biya est aveugle. Paul Biya ne voit rien. Il est devenu fou. Même quand il se perd le pouvoir et lui, il pense que il est venu sur terre avec le Cameroun sur lui, il va partir. Non, Paul Biya, tu ne partiras pas. Je te raconte ce qui est arrivé à Pharaon. Suis-moi très posément. Rien de nouveau sous le soleil, comme a dit l'Ecclésiaste. Il n'y a rien de nouveau sous le soleil. Ça tourne comme un cycle, mais ça se suit. Écoutez, Moïse arrive et dit à Pharaon que, écoute, si tu ne laisses pas partir ce peuple-là, le Dieu qui m'a envoyé là va frapper. Pharaon dit, oh, foutez-moi le camp jusqu'à ce que son premier fils meure. C'est quand son premier fils meurt, il appelle. Tous les premiers fils en Israël sont morts. Que ce soit les servantes, jusqu'au premier ministre, jusqu'à Pharaon lui-même. Il appelle Moïse, lui dit que, pays frère, je n'en peux plus, toi, ton Dieu là m'a dépassé, ramasse tes conneries, dégage. Voilà alors comment Moïse, il prend son peuple et il se met à partir. Pendant qu'ils sont en train de partir, mais comme quand Dieu quand il veut te perdre, il te rend fou, il a rendu fou Pharaon. Pharaon a déjà oublié la mort de son fils. Il dit, mais non, il y a ses conseillers qui viennent lui dire, mais non, toi tu fais quoi là? Tu as laissé partir les gens, si notre économie va faire comment? Hein? Comme les Ngongo sont en train de dire à Pomba, les Chantabia sont en train de dire à Pomba, nous allons faire comment? Hein? Brenda Biya va vivre comment? Fran Biya va encore aller à Genève partout, vivre comment? Et nous autres, nos enfants vont voyager comment? On a besoin de jouir, Pomba, même si tu dois mourir, faut nous placer dans le bisgo. C'est la même chose qu'on avait dit à Pharaon. Pharaon alors est monté sur son char. Il a dit, poursuivez-le, attrapez-le. Le gars était zélé, mais il ne savait pas que Dieu était en train de l'envoyer comme ça. C'était le dernier combat.
Guys, let me just make this statement.
next week will be a turning point in the life of La République du Cameroon. Because next week, once Biya is sworn in, Tchiroma will also be sworn in. And that means the divided and the fragmented Cameroon military, they will choose their side. When I was in Boya, as a student union leader in the University of Boya Students Union, we used to say, any man choose a side. So next week will be a turning point in the life of the Republic of Cameroon. The military will choose their sides. The police will choose their sides. The gendarme will choose their sides. So may every man for Cameroon stock food. Even those in Amazonia, stock food. Stock food. That doesn't mean that we are going to be engaged in the political affairs in Cameroon physically, but stock food. Because once in Cameroon, our Amazonian forces in Amazonia will take a very big action. So please stock food. And those in Cameroon, stock food. The 3rd to the 5th of November has been declared Ghost Town days in Cameroon. Again, I say in La République du Cameroon. Monday is already lockdown day, Ghost Town day in Amazonia, so it's okay. In Cameroon, from the 3rd to the 5th, Ghost Town day. Stock food. Be ready. There will be war next week in Cameroon. War. Guys.
So you have heard the message from Comrade Mark, right? Stock food is just sending a message to you guys because, like I said before, it will not be easy for La République. It will not be easy. Things are not the same. They are not going the same way, right? And the army is divided. They want to capture Tchiroma. There's an imminent civil war. There are a lot of things going on. There is a revenge between the Hausa and the Betsi. They want to revenge to take power. You know, there are so many things that are abound here that if they say when 2 elephants are fighting, who are those suffering, right? We are the one suffering. There are 2 elephants. Have you seen? They are instead calling Tchiroma to suggest Tchiroma to take the position of a prime minister. Whereas, according to the law, the Southern Cameroonian has to take the post of the prime minister. But why do you think that they don't want to put the prime minister position or the vice president position? They want to put the prime minister because the prime minister is around number 5. If Pobia dies today, in a normal circumstance, it was supposed to be a vice president, right? But why do you think they don't want to even mention vice presidency position? Because they don't want an Anglophone to take up that presidency. If Biya dies today, the constitutional person that has the legal right to take power is the president of the Senate. Someone that I've not even seen for how many years. I heard I was sick. Whether is here, that's the president they put to take power. Someone that is older than Biya. That government. Those people don't have shame. Someone that is older than Biya is the one that is in the constitution to take power. Then, if that man is incapable, as he is now, who is next? Guess who? Kavaye Yege. He's the next to take power. Someone that cannot even call Pobia's name. Yeah, Pobia. So the prime minister is far behind. Next. Just see where they put the prime minister. The president at Tangana is a 4th. If Pobia dies today, he's not even prime minister. That man with a hair like that is really that thing. Nah, that government, don't leave it, man. Try. Then prime minister come now, number 5. So you see, it's just a way to tell you that they don't want an Anglophone to be president. So why, so what hope do you have if everything is being centralized? I'm telling you, all the negotiation processes that we went to failed because the delegation, the Cameroon sent delegation from Yaoundé to come and sit with the Amazonian leaders, and they came with their prepared plan. How can you come? The same thing they did when they went to Switzerland. The same thing they did when they went to Canada. They came with something written from Yaoundé. This is what they have to, this is what we have to talk about. That's their own way of negotiating. Eh? They don't know how to sit to people and talk. They come with their own plan. Hey, this is what we want you to talk. Come on. For the long war that we have fought with you guys, you don't want us to talk. You want you come with your own plan. So it's the same thing. They are the one that are supposed to negotiate with Tchiroma. Because if Tchiroma takes power now, Tchiroma has a right to start to have his own government. He has to take an oath on the seat. So there will be two presidents, like Mark Barretta just said, right? And that is the start of a civil war. That is the start of a civil war. And who do you think the international community is going to support? Issa Tchiroma, because he's a legal winner. That's why no country has given Biya any endorsement, any congratulation message. Okay? That is the fate of that country now. So get your house stocked. Make sure you keep food, because these days ahead will not be easy for that country. Yes, you know, easy. Yeah, so before one is brought armed, make sure you prepare yourself so that you don't get into trouble. Stay out of trouble. Don't go and join that fight. Don't go and put yourself into harm's way, because, you know, we are just trying to be cautious with you guys, because we know what these guys can do. They can set up you guys that the Amazonians are coming to join the fight. They are the ones that are causing the problem. The Amazonian, we have always been the scapegoat, right? We have always been the scapegoat. Yeah, but that's what happened when you have only people who are there, you know. But we always take it as it is. Okay, this guy is always, at least he said something that I want you guys to listen, right? But yeah, let me get some But this our mom is so angry that he knew, you know, he said, how do they give this election to somebody who they know does not merit it? Listen to what he's saying.
Did Bobia fulfill the promises he made 7 years ago? Did he fulfill the promises he made 7 years ago? For us to vote and to think of somewhere in the northwest or southwest that Bobia won again. It's shameful. It's shameful. If you're a man or a woman in the northwest and southwest and you voted for Bia, the blood of our brothers and sisters who have died, the blood of our relatives who have died, they are upon your hands. How could you in the northwest and in the southwest vote for Bobia? How could you do that? Don't you care about our children? Don't you care about our relatives who are dying daily on the streets of the north and southwest provinces? Don't you care? Are you so dumb? Are you so, do you love money so much that you don't care about the many youths who died in the northwest and southwest? And that's it dying. Don't you care? Don't you care that our children have been dying in the northwest and southwest provinces? Don't you care? Don't you care that our mothers have been killed, our babies have been killed, school children were shot dead in the northwest and southwest, and people voted for Bobia in the northwest and southwest provinces? How can that be fair? How can we call this election a fair election? How do we call this election fair? And people say, let's go out and celebrate that our great-grandfather won the election for the umpteenth time. How long shall we have to go through this again? How long? Maybe I'll not even be alive in the next 7 years to witness another election, because maybe I will visit my village and be killed there. But nobody cares. They want money, they want power, they want position, not caring about the people whom they are rolling over. It's a shame. It's a shame. I know probably I don't even know what is happening. I know you cannot lie to me. I look at the face of that man at times and I pity him. But people around him want to keep him there so that they could continue exploiting Cameroonians. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. I don't know what to do. I don't know what will happen in the days to come, but I know there is a God in heaven. I know there is a God in heaven who is sovereign. I know there is a God in heaven who will judge righteously. I know there is a God in heaven who cares about the Cameroonian children. I know there is a God in heaven who cares about the Cameroonian youth. I know there is a God in heaven who cares about the people dying in the north and southwest provinces of Cameroon. It's a shame. Look at even the people who were reading the election. Some people could not even pronounce simple names because they were too old to be there. What's the point? What was even the point of voting? It's a shame. But I know one thing, Cameroon will be fine. Cameroon will be fine. God will arise in Cameroon, and those who want to destroy Cameroon will be destroyed. No bloodshed. We say no to bloodshed on the street. Dear Cameroonian children, dear Cameroonian youth, stay home. You can stay home and cry. You can go into your room and cry and pray, God, do something. But don't go to the street, my beloved children. Don't go to the street. If you die, the struggle will continue. Your parents will lose. It's well, my son. It is well.
Je vais un peu parler à mes frères anglophones. Il y a une manipulation là qui se passe. Je vais parler à notre langue que nous tous nous comprenons. Bamileke them, they don't try to make power, for take their power. They don't fight what fighting. Come to be one big president. Crisis be there for Moyoka. Crisis be there for Moyoka. Crisis be there for Bamenda. For Southwest and Northwest, crisis be there. You know, fight for solve the crisis. If you want to be a president first. Now where your brother don't say and say don't fail. You know if he be the president again. They don't say now okay, and Malam, we don't work with them for 25 years. All them come to in that Malam. In a Chiroma, they don't work together. Chop one money, chop budget, state budget, chop them. That very man, he be minister of communication. There we say, you know, say crisis they was side. Say no crisis not there for the country. Today I don't tell una listing fine, una share the video. Far away no get tea, now God is fly. I see my brother the Bonabel here. We go shaking work, we go shaking fire. And here say gun they go enter inside the team. Una not say they defend Louis with bad eye. We not clear for their eye. We not clear for their eye. If gun hala for Douala, so bang, they don't toss in a northeast, they will just say an amber. They will just toss in an anglophone them. For the very Bonabel so. See what I see yesterday, boy, I don't want to see him again. I beg all my brother them, we wanna check sense before una act. Una check, una member, una mommy them, una brother them. We don't come out outside, we don't carry family can here. Until the day inside they struggle on marché, the riot, struggle for marché ganga, struggle for marché bonasama. We struggle, say more makeup, more even just stable small. Small shaking go come out. Now who see took head inside, we forget bad image. We know the image will get all that put there from. Bamileke they know one power. Now who they pull for front, we na control, we na save. I talk of all that people where they stay Bonabel. Come meet to Adena Bonabel. I know where to pass yesterday. We don't ever enter that cafe work. We na control, we na right. Una member remedy, una member that picking the way they don't run for that side. Once make a man they start run, who will run now go side? Because Bamileke they fit make and go their village. They did Douala here, they fit make and go back to their village. Who will not fit go back? Some of who will not fit go back. You and me will do that. So we don't bomb what thing for that. So we will not fit go back. So now wise, now share the video more wise. We will not ever enter that shock. That very malam so where they want put it to the power, say him will take power by force. So right tell we say no we. You know can't give you swim up for like 9 minutes because he want powers. And they who want to follow you. No, more leave and make they fight their fight. They won the war for all we. We fed the inside our own crisis, we worry. We don't overcarry things there for our hate. IPP don't overwork. The boys, I tell una, una not enter that work. That grandfather they do where they jasper, where they toss it, they'll give you gun them, they'll do this thing, they'll do this thing them. Government is here, man. Government is here. When gun go start holler for Douala here, they don't call two people their name. They don't toss in a Bamileke them. They don't toss in a Babana them. They don't toss in a Malam them. No, they'll say na Anglophone them. I job back una. Cow we no get tea. Now God is drive the fly. Una share this video. Me enter our big brother, my brother their head. Say we remade them. Yesterday they draw for my shade the right day. Draw stick them. Draw. Mami their counter them. Bon kick remade their thing them. Woman get the way they walk up also draw their thing them. Bon and for God will tell it. It makes sense. And I will get a very bad image. It makes sense. Now who get the whole bonaber in Anglophone they get the whole bonaber. So they not fit tell me say no I will do that kind of thing there. So more respect yourself. We don't ever enter that kind of shock. I be very serious. Very, very serious. It vex me very badly. Cow we no get two elephants and only fight their presidency who fight. Who want you enter inside. Who forget bad image. More leave them. They get their caviar, but they get them plenty. No, this them plenty. May they fight. More the remain for back the look am. I job bekuna. Now Bangala don't spoil. Don't say water na wait till them Bangala Susa. Other side don't bat. Don't nya. So I the bekuna na bekuna. Many man respect safe.
You've heard his statement too, right? The younger generation are trying to become wiser, right? Than the elders. So, just like what Comrade Mark Barretta said, even Comrade John Bakuru have said, all these guys have made the same thing, that they want to use those Southern Cameroonians and Bazonians there in Douala to say that they entered the war and they will be the scapegoats, right? That's what this guy is also saying, that he's advising our brothers not to join because, first of all, we had been fighting for 9 years. None of these people join us, right? Instead, we have our own military who are there in the B, our own police who are there in the police force. They never join us. Yes, but so we have seen that kind of thing happening to us, and I don't think we want that to repeat itself again. And fighting for people who don't fight for you. You know your friend when you're in trouble. All right, that's when you know your friend. You don't know your friend when you are in nice time, right? This is what this guy is also saying, saying the same thing that Francophone used to see real facts about Amber, and they say it's fake. But now that they are faking information about Amber to reinforce their ghost town, fake news about Amber presence in Douala, always using Amber to achieve their goals, right? It's the same thing. They always use Amber to achieve their goals, and that is what we are saying. That's what we are saying. They want to put that picture. So there are many things that we are very grateful for. We have been telling them that they will have their own Amazonian crisis. They never listen. We have been telling them that these same people you call terrorists today will be your savior tomorrow. They never understood that, right? We have been telling them that they will come to us for advice. They will come to us to ask us for advice. Because the experience that our people now have, that's why all over they are asking Ambazonian to come and help. Because they saw the resilience of Amba. Almost how many soldiers have lost their life in the Cameroon soldiers? More than 5,000. Cameroon soldiers for 9 years. So they know the resilience of Amba boys. They know the resilience of restoration fighters. So no matter what they do, no matter what they say, we have our own cup of sugar. We have our own cup of tea. We have not finished our one cup of tea. So as Mark Barretta just mentioned, you hear him quoting his language. We might be closing our borders anytime soon. Yes, we'll focus on our borders. All Amba boys will go to the borders. That's all what we'll be doing. Controlling our borders. We will not care about the internal territory no more. The fight will be at the borders. So that nobody comes in, nobody goes out. Yes. That's how we'll secure our land. Once they start their fight fully there, we'll secure our borders and we are done with the fight. Thank you for watching. I'll be leaving you guys here. Thank you. We'll be coming out with new updates as we go through the, and make sure you share. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so that when I come on, you can see me, please. Make sure you do that. God bless you. God bless the people of Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia.
Two quips of sugar, Issa water. It never melt a boy. It never melt a boy. Papa no dey oh, mama no dey oh. If you want to kill me, I die. I will never follow you to Yaoundé. If you want to kill me, I die. I will never follow you. I will never do. Ampa no go die. Ampa no go die. Ampa no go die. Oh my home, oh my home, my home. When shall I see my home? When shall I see my home? When shall I see my native land? I will never forget my home. I will never forget my home. I will never forget you. I will never forget. Ampa no go die. Ampa no go die. Ampa no go die. We have to unite because freedom is in our hands. It will not be given to us in a platter of gold. We have to fight them inch by inch, roof by roof, rooftop by rooftop, neighborhood by neighborhood. Until we reach Boya, until we reach Boya, we will never leave our journey halfway. Oh, until we reach Boya, until we reach Boya, we will never leave our journey halfway. Oh, Papa no dey oh, Mama no dey oh. If you want to kill me, I die. I will never follow you to Yaoundé. If you want to kill me, I die. I will never follow you. I will never do. Ampa no go die. We will never forget what you have done for the land. General Ivo, no pity, Fimasha, and all the prisoners who are in the dungeons of La République du Cameroon. We will never forget what you have done for the land. Never. Stand up now. Oh my friends, I am living today. Oh my friends, I am going far away.
If I happen to die in a battlefield, don't you worry, we shall meet in heaven. Don't you worry, we shall meet in heaven. Amba no go die. Amba no go die.
Famille, tu souffres. Tu as une famille, tu souffres. Passe pour tes enfants, tu souffres. Tu souffres. Ce n'est pas l'arme que tu portes. Bamenda de famille.
Le temple rône.
Voilà, bah, pour ça, tout est fermé. C'est comme si nous sommes dans les journées mortes. Tout est fermé à Bafoussam. Tout est fermé. Ah, le marché est fermé. Marché est fermé. Voilà, ah, le marché. Tout est fermé au marché. Oh, le Cameroun. Le Cameroun des grandes ambitions. Voilà l'armée en bas là-bas. Tout est fermé, tout est fermé. Alors le centre-ville, tout est fermé. La route est déserte.
Voilà, tes accords, ça commande, sont malades. On a volé notre victoire, on ne peut pas laisser faire. Les mamans, les voilà en train de venir là-bas. On ne laisse pas, on va brûler tous ces pays. Des imbéciles comme ça, vos mamans.
Hey, c'est grave, Andé. Wallah, Andé, c'est grave. Hey, ça va. C'est grave, Andé, c'est grave, Andé. Andé, c'est grave, Andé, c'est grave. Wallah, Andé, c'est grave. Andé, c'est grave, Andé. Andé, c'est grave, Andé, c'est grave. Andé, c'est grave.
À l'intérieur de l'aéroport, tout est calme et on peut apercevoir des gens qui voyagent.
De Yaoundé Garoua jusqu'aujourd'hui. Entre-temps, pendant que vous envoyez attraper le président Tchiroma, le président vous fait une sortie où il vous dit, il vous rappelle qu'il est le président de la République. Tchiroma, ce garçon, ouais, Seigneur, il n'y a pas un seul homme politique qui a défié Paul Biya comme Tchiroma est en train de le défier. Je dis qu'il n'y en a pas. Tchiroma ne passe pas par des expressions imagées pour dire que, pour faire des proverbes du village, pour essayer de faire que les gens commencent à imaginer ce qu'il veut dire, qu'il dit quelque chose sans le dire. Non. Tchiroma dit, je suis le président du Cameroun, légitimement et légalement. Et cela m'est conféré, 1, par l'adhésion populaire, 2, par l'article 113 du code électoral, que nous avons respecté scrupuleusement en publiant les résultats sortis des urnes. Adama, on peut faire ça. On peut faire ça. Ce n'est pas que non, il ne prend pas les proverbes pour dire qu'il a gagné. Pour après qu'on dise que non, il avait dit, voilà ce qu'il voulait dire. Il voulait dire que chacun commence à interpréter à sa façon. Non. Tchiroma ne vous donne pas le temps d'interpréter parce qu'il sait que vous n'avez pas le cerveau pour interpréter. Il n'a pas peur de se cacher. Qu'on dise que oui, ce n'est pas ce qu'il avait dit. Il voulait plutôt dire si. Non. Tchiroma n'est pas dans l'expression imagée. Il est là comme ça, pape. Il a dit, Moulinex avait dit que tant de dire que tu as gagné. Il a dit, qu'il est le président. Il ne vous demande pas, il est le président. C'est lui le président de la République. D'ailleurs, certains de vos confrères ministres, sont déjà allés le féliciter. Est-ce que vous l'ignorez? Vos confrères ministres sont déjà allés prêter allégeance. Et je vous dis donc, et je le dis depuis, qu'il y a des membres du gouvernement actuel qui seront dans le gouvernement Tchiroma. Vous ne comprenez pas ça, hein? Quand vous les voyez trembler là, ils ramassent les roues de camions partout. Oh, et puis le préfet marche de marché à marché. Regardez le préfet du Fundi. Un préfet qui insultait les gens. Un préfet qu'on avait dit que, attends, quand je disais qu'il suffit d'un petit sous-préfet pour régler le problème de Camto. Les mêmes préfets sont déjà en train de marcher partout pour dire que pardon, ne sortez pas, pardon, ne sortez pas, pardon. Allez, je vous montre le préfet du Fundi. Vous-même vous regardez. La panique de ça. La peur de ça, ils sont déjà dans chercher le mot. Ils ne savent même plus quoi faire. J'ai vu la vidéo là. Voilà, le voilà.
Bonsoir les gars, ramenez vos choses. Pas de désordre.
Le voilà.
Bonsoir les gars, ramenez vos choses. Pas de désordre. Vous voulez la paix, c'est compris? Voilà, bonne soirée.
Peu avant midi ce 21 octobre, de nombreuses vidéos amateurs relayant un mouvement d'humeur au quartier Tinga dans l'arrondissement de Yaoundé 2e inondent les réseaux sociaux. La situation va être maîtrisée selon...
Il est parti demander aux gens que ne marchez pas, ne marchez pas. On veut la paix, on veut la paix. Le même jour, les gens étaient dehors pour marcher. Ils sont devenus les vrais témoins de Jéhovah. Ils marchent partout maintenant pour dire qu'on veut la paix, on veut la paix. Et vous savez pourquoi? C'est parce qu'eux-mêmes ils savent que c'est fini. Ils le savent. Le régime que vous voyez là est divisé d'une façon incroyable. Et ça, on le dit depuis. Lorsqu'on avait dit qu'il y avait les divisions au sein du RDPC, les gens nous ont dit que non, regardez-les, ils sont unis. Regardez-les, ils sont unis. Maintenant, Tchiroma est venu récupérer tous les mécontents. Tout ce qu'Atagaji frustrait, tout ce qu'Ngongo frustrait, Tchiroma les a récupérés. Et ils se sont opposés à l'arrestation de Tchiroma. Ils ont dit non, on ne l'arrête pas. C'est grave, le palais est divisé. Le palais de Paul Biya est divisé en deux Zang. Le palais de Paul Biya est divisé. Le gouvernement de Paul Biya est divisé. Tchiroma est venu prendre les mécontents du RDPC. Il a pris les ambazoniens, il a pris les fédéralistes, il a pris les combattants de la liberté. Il a réuni tout le monde, sans distinction de tribu, d'origine, ni de quoi que ce soit. Tchiroma a réuni tous les Camerounais pour une seule chose, chasser Ngongo. Tout le monde est d'accord qu'il faut chasser Ngongo. Je vais vous donner les noms des mécontents dans le régime de Paul Biya qui sont derrière Tchiroma. En tête de liste, René Sadi, ministre de la Communication. Ngongo avait humilié René Sadi. Suivi de John Gouté, le premier ministre le plus méprisé de toute l'histoire du Cameroun. Le premier ministre que personne ne consulte pour rien du tout. Le premier ministre qui est le premier des ministres, qui est devenu le valet de Ngongo. Le chiffon de Ngongo. En troisième rang, vous avez le ministre de la Défense, Betty Assomo. Quand Ngongo outrepasse pour nommer les généraux. Quand Ngongo outrepasse pour créer des missions, pour aller à... Bélanger, quand tu fais encore un commentaire comme ça, je te bloque. Parce que l'information que je donne est disponible dans les réseaux sociaux. Si vous n'êtes pas informé, c'est votre problème. Tu fais encore un commentaire comme ça, je te bloque et tu vas aller voir ailleurs si j'y suis. Si vous êtes des peureux, des hommes sans couilles, c'est vous qui vous cachez sous votre lit. Dès qu'un policier passe en tenue, il vient ici, il ne fallait pas donner les noms. Les gens sont en train de lutter en Yaoundé, ça se sait de partout, c'est dans les réseaux sociaux. Et tu viens ici avec tes petits pieds palmipèdes de peureux, venir écouter un sale commentaire. Attends, je te bloque même. J'ai pas besoin de peureux dans mon live. Des coules molles. Des poules mouillées. Allez, dégage. Espèce de poule mouillée. Ngombo bien, je te bloque aussi. Dégagez. Allez écrire ça ailleurs. Donc, j'étais en train de dire qu'il y a John Gouté, il y a Betty Assomo, il y a le ministre de la Communication, René Sadi, il y a Martin Bagangele qui a refusé que la police tire sur les manifestants. Et remarquez que la police, depuis, se comporte assez raisonnablement lors des marches. Aucun policier n'a commis un acte répréhensible envers les marcheurs. Écoutez bien, hein? Mbagangele, Betty Assomo, René Sadi, John Gouté. Voilà donc quelques-uns. Je ne parle même pas des généraux de l'armée. Parce qu'il y a des généraux. Et le président Tchiroma vous a dit ça. Il vous a dit qu'il y a des membres du gouvernement qui sont allés le féliciter. Et il y a des généraux de l'armée qui sont aussi allés le féliciter. Et donc lorsque hier soir, on vous dit qu'un général de l'armée a refusé d'aller tuer des Camerounais. Et que Ngongo a demandé donc au colonel Gouet de partir. Vous ne comprenez pas quoi? Le nom de ce général est dans la page de Zumanto. C'est pas Sandy qui le dit. Et que les palmipèdes de peureux qui viennent ici écrivent que non, ne dis pas les noms. Non, ne dis pas les noms. Nous sommes à l'aise du vaisseau. Nous ne sommes plus dans les affaires qu'on faisait en bas du lit là. On On n'a pas peur ici. Celui qui a peur se cache dans son lit. Nous sommes dehors avec le président Tchiroma. Et on sera dehors dimanche. On sera dehors. Voilà, même Brenda Bia a avoué que Tchiroma a gagné. Même Brenda Bia l'a dit. Et les gens viennent ici dire que non, il ne faut pas dire, non, il ne faut pas prononcer les noms, il ne faut pas les exposer. Comme si vous êtes là-bas quand ils se disputent entre eux. Vous pensez que l'ordre d'aller arrêter Tchiroma, c'est plus comme ça? Ils se sont réunis. Ils ont décidé qu'ils vont arrêter Tchiroma. Il y en a qui ont dit non. Et ce sont eux qui sont en train de dire que non. Donc si on dit les noms là, ceux qui étaient à la réunion ne connaissent pas les qui ont dit non là-bas. Il y en a parmi eux qui ont dit que jamais, on ne l'arrête pas. On ne l'arrête pas. C'est un secret de polichinelle. Le gouvernement est divisé comme Tobok. Abole yo, Tobok. Abari, Bole, Tobok, c'est cassé, c'est divisé, c'est gâté. C'est gâté entre eux, les gars. C'est gâté. En ce moment, Ngongo est avec Atanganji, Ketchakoutes. Voilà leur clan, hein. Les clans des gens qui veulent tout brûler avant de partir. Ketchakoutes, Ngongo, Atanganji, Galax et Toga. Les voilà. Voilà les gens qui veulent brûler le Cameroun. Voilà les gens qui veulent brûler le Cameroun. Ngongo, Atanganji, Galax et Toga, Ketchakoutes. Tous les autres là, ils ne sont plus avec eux. Ils ne sont plus avec eux. Ils ont compris que c'est fini, c'est gâté. Toutes les missions internationales, toutes les chancelleries savent que c'est gâté. Tout le monde est en train de dire à Paul Biya de laisser. Vous pensez que le président Tchiroma est trop bête quand il dit qu'il a la victoire, il ne lâche pas? Il sait, il connaît les éléments qu'il a en sa possession. Le président Tchiroma est averti de tout ce qui se passe. Quand le président Tchiroma insiste, persiste et signe qu'il va prendre la tête de cet État parce qu'il le mérite, vous pensez qu'il parle au hasard? Vous pensez qu'il est suicidaire? Il n'est pas suicidaire. Et pour ceux qui ne savent pas lire la politique, sachez donc que Tchiroma est l'homme politique le plus futé de nos temps. Je dis bien futé. Tchiroma est très malin. Il est malin. Quand Tchiroma parle, n'écoutez pas seulement ce qu'il dit. Cherchez la signification de ce qu'il dit. Il ne parle pas du gros français, académique, tout ça. Non. Mais il dit des choses poignantes. Quand il dit à Paul Biya que il attend toujours qu'il appelle pour une transition apaisée. S'il persiste à vouloir rester, sa chute sera pathétique. C'est le mot qu'il a utilisé. Hein. Il a dit que sa chute sera pathétique. Je mets au défi n'importe quel homme politique dans tout notre triangle national qui a déjà dit à Paul Biya un jour qu'il va le chasser et que ça sera pathétique. Vous pensez qu'il parle pour parler? Vous pensez qu'il est dans le parlement? Il ne parle pas. Il ne parle pas pour parler. Il parle parce qu'il connaît sur quoi il se base pour parler. Il parle parce qu'il connaît sa force de frappe en ce moment. Il parle parce qu'il sait que le peuple qui a voté à 70% pour le changement ne va jamais accepter autre chose que le changement. Charles Elisa.
Les rues sont pleines de rêves brisés. Les mères prises s'envoient dans les marchés. Les jeunes partent loin, cherchent la lumière, mais trouvent souvent la mer en colère. Les promesses tombent comme la pluie sur des sols sans fruits, sans abri. On a tout pour briller, mais on s'éteint à force d'espérer. Aux dirigeants, entendez nos cris. Le peuple saigne mais croit encore à la vie. Ici c'est Gaoua, le cœur du Nord. Le peuple a parlé, le peuple veut la paix. On veut pas la guerre, non. Ce son c'est pour Issa, pour le peuple.
Free Gaoua, on veut la paix, yeah, yeah. Le peuple a parlé, laisse le réveiller, yeah. On veut pas la guerre, on veut s'aimer. Cameroun, notre fierté, notre unité.
Free Gaoua, free nos voix. Que Dieu protège tous nos rois. Le peuple est fort, debout sans loi, mais toujours fidèle à la foi. Yeah, yeah.
Ils veulent qu'on se divise mais on s'unit. La douleur du peuple résonne dans la nuit. Des jeunes dans la rue, pas pour le chaos, mais pour l'avenir, pour un drapeau plus beau. Gaoua debout, regarde nos mères, elles ont tant souffert, elles veulent plus la guerre. Le peuple est sage, faut juste écouter, pas de sang sur nos terres, juste la vérité.
Ça le peuple t'appelle, pas pour haïr, mais pour bâtir, pour grandir, pour réussir. On a faim de justice, pas de vengeance. On veut la paix, la lumière, la chance.
On veut la paix, yeah, 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 yeah. Le peuple a parlé, laisse le réveiller, yeah, yeah. On veut pas la guerre, on veut s'aimer. Cameroun, notre fierté, notre unité.
Free Gaoua, free nos voix. Que Dieu protège tous nos rois. Le peuple est fort debout sans loi, mais toujours fidèle à la foi. Les filles avalées. La 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 la. Gawa c'est pas la haine, Gawa c'est l'amour, c'est la terre de nos ancêtres. Que Dieu bénisse Issa, que Dieu bénisse le peuple. On veut le changement, mais dans la paix, toujours la paix. Si Gawa pris la paix, Igawa pris le peuple. Si Gawa pris le rêve.
Hey, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please take a moment to like, share, and comment. If you really, it really helps for you to spread the message, spread the word, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button down there and follow button. So never you miss out on any fresh content that I share. Hit that notification bell so that you get all the update and be part of this amazing community. Your support makes all the difference. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more wonderful content as you watch Fritz Misodi. Thank you.
Let it be known, we free people shall stand.